Hello.
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 The game was wild.
it was fun. Although we ended on a really weird note, but
Yes, my character is completely naked and falling from the sky.
Just trouserless.
no, because
Oh,
his shirt came off when he was beating the guards inside the Zeppelin.
Oh, then he is just naked.
He's just nude.
Hmm. Are you?
I just did the whole intro muted. Let's go back to intro. Do I need to redo that? Oh my lord. Hi everyone. Welcome back to VTuber Tabletop. I am your humble dungeon wizard, Merlin the Magister. I fucked up big time.
You sound so dead inside right
I am
Classic
angry at myself. I made a classic mistake. Everybody spam that emote. I made a classic mistake. Fuck. Thank you, Pastel, for doing the one shot that you talked about. It was a thank you. Go watch it if you guys can. It'll be up on the YouTube shortly, but it is still a Twitch VOD if you would like to go watch it. My god. I don't think we have any announcements. Let's hashtag plug ourselves. Let's go Pastel.
Hi, I'm PastelTheSnake on both Twitch and Twitter. I am gonna be putting up my stream schedule today because I'm forgetful. But I play different types of games, and then on Thursdays on my channel we play a game called Wildheart, which is a TTRPG around magical entities, kind of like Magical Girl animes and stuff like that. 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time. And that's me.
Amazing. Windy.
Yes, me. I'm WyndhamVossler. I play a bunch of RPGs, and at the moment, I'm stuck in 2009 with some good old Infamous. So that's nice, and also looks exactly like a game from 2009. If you are also stuck in 2009, I'm sorry for you.
Amazing. Fresh back from the convention, Yereza. Yereza?
Reza?
She's not back from the convention.
She's in fact not back from the convention.
Nowhere.
Wait, she didn't. Wait, have you changed your mic back, Yereza?
Yeah.
You are there.
Have you been eaten by the microphone gods?
I have been. I'm sorry. Yeah, I just wanted to point out that I love Infamous Second Son, and now I'm self-conscious about that. And yeah, convention has been great. Next convention next week, Austria Comic Con. You guys, it's in Wels.
Vels?
So if you didn't get a chance to come to Dokumi, you can catch me there. I probably won't be at any night, so that won't be. Yeah, that's probably one of the bigger cons I'll be at. So see you there.
Amazing. Ume.
Yes, that's me, Ume. Isn't that like a plum, a pickled plum?
I don't know. I don't speak
anyways.
Nihongo Josu.
Anyways, I'm working on quite a few things. One of the big things is obviously moving. In addition to that, I'm going to be adding to our YouTube content with some comedy bits and skits. So looking forward to that. In addition to that, I'm writing the second book of Lucy's origin. Yeah, still origin story. And I think I'm doing something else, but I can't remember at the moment. Expect some streams soon when I get my new place set up. And I'm very excited for today's game. And a potential one-shot tomorrow.
Oh, yes. Gotta remember that.
Hell yeah.
We are starting an hour early tomorrow, right?
I believe... Maybe? Yume's DMing, not me.
Yeah. We can talk about it afterwards.
Alright, we'll do. And Astrid.
Hello, it's me, Astrid Arcana. I stream here on Twitch. If you haven't seen me around, it's just because I'm chilling out, taking a bit of a mental break, which is going really good. I'm having a great time, but it's also making me so miss streaming an awful lot. So I should be back very soon. Yeah, I usually just play a bunch of RPGs. Because I just absolutely love them. And I also make a bunch of art, so of course you can go find me at Astrid Arcana on Twitter and Instagram if you want to see some of my art. And yeah, that's me. I'm glad to see everyone here today.
Amazing. And of course, I'm your humble dungeon wizard, Merlin the Magister. I'm streaming a lot more. I think 2 or 3 times a week now. You'll find me on Mondays with mini makers, either joined by Pastel or someone else. So yeah, come hang out, watch me paint minis. And Pastel, you've got some more Gundams to build, yeah?
Yeah. We'll talk about this afterwards.
Okay, cool. Sweet. And apart from that, I think that's everything. Other than that, I play Apex Legends, so if you want to see the world's most mediocre Valkyrie, come check me out. And I think apart from that, we should get right back into Heralds. Now, let me pull up the thingy, because I didn't pull it up. Trying to remember, is it in World Info? Trying to remember where you put the recaps. It's here. Oh, yeah. Alright, so this is the recap for episode 44, God of Plagues. The battle for the Stolitsa begins. Using a teleportation circle to infiltrate the castle fortress, the crew find themselves in a strangely empty room. As they navigate throughout its walls, they find no signs of any guards or traps. The only thing that is apparent is the ominous chanting coming from the outskirts of the Stolitsa. However, they eventually sense an ominously large concentration of foul magic coming from the throne room. After making their final battle preparations, they ascend to the final stage and come face to face with Lev Minsk, who assists with the ascension of Vutane, God of Plagues. The group battles the god with the spiritual assistance of Lucy and Eve. Using creative tactics, deadly weapons, and demigod-given magics, they are able to defeat the god for the time being. Rewarded with land by the Markovian government, the heroes of the rebellion must now decide what to do with the Blade of Lucifer and the mysterious note left behind by Adam. So, before I let you guys do anything, first of all of your titles. First of all, we have Duke Dante Cabrera.
Hell yeah.
Someone whose title hasn't changed. Princess Emmyth Schoberg.
Oh yeah.
Sir Rowen Schmidt. Viscount Matif Thoreau, and Lord Ciaran LeFay, whose rest of his name I'm not going to say. So, as you guys help with the incumbent, king, as he will be soon, Prince Ivan Markov, who makes his way back into his homeland, his home for the first time in several months, makes his way back inside, and immediately begins cleaning up shop. He orders several people to begin cleaning out documents, looking for any nefarious deeds that might have happened elsewhere in the nation, and starts doing the general investigation of what the fuck has happened in the last few months. Specifically asking for documents of Lev Minsk to be all just read. So all of his head wizards head for Lev's chambers to begin rummaging through them. You guys are kind of... He summons all of you once the battle is completed, immediately gifts you some land that he knew was set aside for, incumbent lords and dukes. You guys get a castle in the city. It's like a smaller, more like a little fort, to the northeast of the Stolica. You guys get like a handful of well-paid servants, maids, cooks, that kind of thing. You guys have like a 10-bedroom castle. So you guys can all reconvene there if you would wish. Now, on that day, are you guys more interested in resting up after the battle, or is there anything extremely serious that you guys need to get done? Adam.
Adam is pretty important.
Yeah.
Do you mean the one that was the real Adam or Badam?
The one at the orphanage?
Adam?
Goodum.
Goodum and
We need to
Badam.
protect Goodham from Badam.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, Badam was left at the orphanage. So you could send for word about his condition. But that's, a couple days ride to get news back.
But no, the orphanage Adam is Goodham.
Yeah, sorry.
I thought he was Goodum.
My god, alright.
Oh, okay.
Fuck. Okay. Goodham is at the orphanage. You can send for word to get his condition, but it'll be a couple days. You guys can't teleport.
Alright.
You've used up all your teleports for the day.
Are the dwarves still here in their skyship?
They are indeed, yes. They're kind of on the battlefield still. They haven't entered the city because they are technically not allied with Markovia, although they fought alongside soldiers and stuff and, fought. In an international, in like a United Nations sense, they're not allied, so they don't enter the castle. So they're just kind of chilling, cleaning up. You see that once the battle completes, they bring the airship down so that it's still floating, but they begin like scrubbing the bottom of it. Scrubbing off the air, like the sky mollusks of it.
The sky barnacles.
Yeah, the sky barnacles that have attached to it. And yeah, so they're just chilling. If you guys would like to chat with them on your way over to your castle.
I would absolutely want to. Do you guys want to?
I would like to be there when you guys do it. Yes.
I just can't wait to get into this giant mansion.
Classic Emmyth.
Like, fuck. I'm so excited.
Okay. So, you guys make your way onto the battlefield, towards where the dwarves are set up. They've set up some little, they haven't set up any tents or anything, but all of them seem to have these little, like, camping chairs that they've pulled out, and they're kind of, like, lazing back in. And And yeah, you see that one of them brought down like a I don't know what you guys call it. They brought down an esky, so like a you know those boxes that you put drinks in and you put ice in? I don't know what you guys call them in your countries.
An icebox.
An icebox.
Icebox.
And
The hell is an icebox?
yeah, we call it esky here in Australia. A cooler, that's the word. They bring down that from the airship and they all crack open some beers and just begin sitting back in their lawn chairs, kind of like chatting and drinking.
Taking a look at them, could I reasonably assume that they are from the southern part of the Dwarf Kingdom?
Make a history check.
1 second. No, it was so close to 18. It's a 2. Please stop making me do history checks.
2. You don't know. It's dwarves.
Yes.
50-50, man. Could be evil.
Oh my
You
god.
don't know.
Dwarves, man.
You should ask Ciaran every time you have a question about that.
I should. He's gonna be my encyclopedia now. I'm just scared that if I ask Ciaran too many questions, he'll spontaneously combust.
He'll just be talking and his hair will start catching on fire.
Yeah, probably because I'll have too many deep. Like somehow he'll make the questions go so deep, and I'm just like, well, all right, I'm gonna leave you to it. Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll just approach him.
Cool. You approach the dwarves sitting in their camping chairs, and they look over and they all raise their beers, and they're like, "Oh, g'day! Look at these lads. These are the ones who finished this freaking war. Crazy stuff."
Good day. I heard you had an old, some old business to finish here.
Yeah, well, we got called. We have like these little thingies that we've sent out to some people, and we got the call, so we came.
Mm-hmm.
Looked pretty bad. There were these little mushroom fellas, and we went, yep, better deal with them. Seems pretty evil. Seems pretty on brand for what we deal with. So yeah, we came, we fought, now we're drinking. It's a great day.
Awesome. That does sound like a great day. Is that your job? In some way.
Oh yeah, I
Like-
guess something like that.
May I inquire about something here, Rowen?
Sure. Yeah, you don't have to ask me. Or
And I
wait,
look
are you asking me
towards-
something?
Yeah, if I may interrupt.
Yes.
Mr. Dwarven Man, may I have your name, please?
Yeah, my name's Kim.
Kim, have you faced these fungi individuals before?
Yeah, they didn't seem like fun guys. They all like nudge each other.
I hate these men.
Yeah, we fought them a couple times. They pop up here and there.
Have you noticed any pattern with their appearance?
Nah, seems pretty random.
Interesting. Do you happen to have a man of science on your ships anywhere?
Oh, bloody hell, you're looking at us. That'll be all of us.
Okay. Have any of you tried studying these fungal invaders before?
Yeah, they're made of fungus. Fun fact.
Yes, but do you know if they follow a certain leader or anything?
Yeah, well, if you want to get technical about it, right? So there's the little guys, and they follow the big guys. And the big guys either follow themselves, or they've got someone else, like the big guy I'm sure you were fighting up there.
Would you think that it might be possible to control them?
Yeah, prob's not.
I turned around at Ciaran like, holy shit, where are we going with this?
Yeah, probably not. give it a crack though. Maybe.
Very well. Continue on, please. Sorry.
Yes. I just had a question. I do not know how busy you're gonna be in the next 2 days, but we might have a friend in mortal peril over in. I pull up a map because my memory is horrible. Steniboga, and I wanted to ask if it's not too much. Could we borrow a ride on your ship?
Yeah, well, our skyship kind of teleports everywhere. And we got another job very soon that we got to get to. And also, I want to be home for dinner to see my missus. So, I'm afraid not today. But, yeah, Soz.
Is there any way to change your mind?
They kind of look at each other and go, yeah, like, what are you offering?
I think
What do
back
you want?
at I
A
think
date with
back at all
Sycamore?
my money that all
A
has
date with
sentimental
Sycamore.
value.
A date with Sycamore. My lord.
What?
Just offering up Rowan's dad everywhere.
Rowan would be fully down for that.
Now, I am kind of partial
Yes,
to
do
muscles.
it.
I'm joking. Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Also, I don't know, guys. I'm very bad at bargaining. Natural 20.
Oh.
Yeah,
the
look, you sound pretty desperate.
Oh. Yeah.
Look, where you want to go? Stenny Boga? I guess we could get you there, but it's just a bit annoying on our part. Making multiple teleports a day, it can get a bit punishing on the body, but yeah, well, maybe we can make it work. I'm sure. He looks at his boss, who's like sitting in the deck chair next to him. It's like, yeah, all right, boss. You reckon you can pull it off? The boss like looks and he's like, yeah, they kind of like save the world and shit. So fair enough. Yeah, let's go.
Thank you so much. Oh my god. I look at Em like, I didn't think this would work, but this is incredible.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Okay.
Do you think we could get our own skyship one day?
Yeah, look, if you visit us, maybe we can give you one. I think we're the only ones with them at the moment. Kind of hard to make, but if you've got
my God, we
if
need
you
a
got the
skyship.
gold, let me just pull up my map real quick.
Oh yeah, we're getting the gold. Don't
Yeah.
even need to worry about
Yeah,
that.
go visit Agma, and maybe they'll be able to hook you up.
Ekma.
Is this something we already know?
Nope, Matif, you are absolutely amazed at a skyship. That looks fucking
Oh,
rad.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
That's why I haven't said anything.
Aww. Okay, they are southern dwarves. Thank God.
All right. So, how many of you are going to hitch a ride to the Stenny Burger? How many people are going?
I mean, we might as
Um,
well stay as a group, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
How long is the trip otherwise if we do not go with them?
Are you scared of heights?
4 days?
Yeah, it's like a 4-day ride.
Or like one day wait for teleportation otherwise.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Then can Ciaran stay and help Prince Ivan investigate Lev and whatever else he might have been up to?
Sure.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, Ciaran will stay behind to do that.
All right. Cool. Dante, Matif, Emmyth, and Rowen. You guys hop aboard the skyship with the dwarves. It rises into the air and it kind of like begins moving forward And then it kind of like, you know when you're in a car and it like stalls and it kind of like jerks for a second? And then all of a sudden a giant teleportation circle appears in the air. And the ship goes through it and all of your bodies, you know, go through the normal process of teleportation. It feels like they're being stretched like spaghetti, but with this version, it holds for like a couple of seconds longer. And you feel your joints kind of like hurt a little bit before they snap back together. And you appear above the city of Steniboga.
Oh
You
my
guys, because you guys have teleported twice today.
Ow, true. I like kind of lean to the side and crack my back. Like, okay, no, it's better.
Dante just whispers to himself, I prefer tree teleportation.
You guys get lowered down towards the outskirts of the city, and they kind of, you know, help you down. They've got a big rope ladder that they throw down.
Thank you very much, Kim. You got a favor.
Yeah, no probs. If I ever need ya, I'll call ya. Don't know how I'll call ya, but yeah, we'll see what happens. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah, right. See you later.
All right, I climb down.
All right, you'll climb down to the outskirts of Steniboga. I just realized, actually, Dante, you haven't used tree teleportation today. You've only because you guys walked. All right, you did teleport into the castle, but you guys could teleport again if you needed to. So, you guys make it to the outskirts. You guys go into the orphanage.
I'm
Cool.
so sorry. Just a quick question, gameplay-wise. How long can I call Eve? And can I just do that on a whim, or is it just once per day and in a fight?
You can call your echo whenever. You can only do it a number of times per day. So you could call her out if you want. She won't be able to take over your body, but you can call her out if you need.
Is there... Do I just... You know what? Please continue. I'm just gonna pull up the Echo Knight description real quick.
Oh, wait. Fighter 3, you haven't chosen Echo Knight.
No? I was wondering where the fuck it was.
There we are. I should be able to choose it for you. Oh, we can't choose it because I don't own it. We will have to do that afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah, you can call her. That's fine.
Oh my gosh! Okay. That's fucking awesome. I'll, on my way to the orphanage, I'll have Eve, appear next to me, I guess, and join, because this is more Eve's situation than mine, honestly.
Sure. You call out the golden echo of Eve, who walks beside you. She kind of like looks towards you and smiles.
Aww. Thanks for the eternally wounding a god during his ascension and stuff.
She just gives you a thumbs up. She can't speak. She can't speak in her echo form, so she just gives you a thumbs up.
Okay, that's gonna be difficult for her.
You guys make your way over to the orphanage, and you see that there are a bunch of police outside the orphanage, and there are a bunch of like there's a lot of like police caution tape outside the front, and there's a couple of police with their wands drawn, guarding the front.
We've only been gone for 4 days.
You guys can explain yourselves to the guards once they figure out who you are. Because even from down here, they've already heard of the defeat. And after they hear about who you are, you guys get led inside. And led down to the basement area where you know the people were taking, what do you call it? The rebellion was being headquartered at. And you walk inside, and you make your way into the bottom chamber where you know that there was a bunch of people who were injured. And you see just pools of blood everywhere, bodies that are being covered up and being looked at by clerics. On the sides of the walls, in large, like, written in blood, in huge letters, is the word traitor. And all of the, everybody who was unconscious here, like everybody who was being treated, has been killed indiscriminately. And you make your way over to where, Goodham was. And you see that he is there, covered in blood. And looking at the other bodies, you see that they've been, like, stabbed once, killed, and then, like, moved on. You can see that his body is covered in stab wounds. It doesn't look like he's just been stabbed once. He's been stabbed, like, multiple times. No kids were hurt. It was just the rebellion headquarters that was targeted. All the no kids were harmed in the making of this Herald episode.
That's more than I can say about my campaign.
God.
I would like to go up to one of the, like, guards or the people that are like holding the yeah, and I would like to like demand what the fuck just happened here.
The guard says, I do not know what happened. We were called after a loud disturbance was heard from the orphanage, and we were let downstairs by the old lady, who said that someone had broken into the rebellion headquarters, and obviously that was, he kind of looks around, was illegal at the time. And we came down and we found all the bodies. We did not hear about anything until after the fact. It seems that whoever came down here knew what was happening and yeah, what to go for, I guess. We don't have any more information to share at the moment. We've got our detectives and whatnot on the case, but we don't have any more information, I'm afraid.
So, I don't know if you want us to do this in your campaign, but sometimes if you take a long time on a like project or something, you can just take a 20.
Sure.
Is that something we're able to do?
What I would allow you to do is if you take like an extended period of time,
it's okay to say no.
Yeah, what I'll allow you to do is, what's your investigation at?
+0.
+0. Alright, who's got the highest investigation? I think it's Emmyth, with a +5. Ciaran isn't there.
Yeah, I just wanted to say probably Ciaran.
Okay. So what I'll allow you to do is if you guys are there for a long like period of time and you don't want to roll for it, what you can do is take 10 plus whoever in the group has the highest modifier. With expertise and stuff, I think that's fair.
See, but I'm a gambler. You could roll higher than.
Or you can roll for it. So you guys can take 20. You can do it for a long time and take a what would it be? A 15, 10 plus 5, or you guys can just roll. Obviously, Emmyth can helmet.
We could
Astrid,
roll.
I think you should roll.
Come in.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if we support her. Would she?
Yeah, that'd be
You'd have to roll
advantage.
with
So you can roll with advantage.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Am I rolling? Because I got the +5 then?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's fuck it up. A 1. Okay. Oh, okay.
Wow, a 15 would have been hard.
It's okay, honey.
Okay.
It's fine. You guys spread out, look around the room. you find all the bodies. You know, obviously Goodums has been, you know, further injured. Aside from the rest, the only additional thing you find is a symbol, like drawn onto paper that has been stabbed with a knife onto the planning table that you guys had been with Mary.
What's the symbol?
It is 3 weapons: a sword, an axe, and a mace.
Not gonna lie, I thought it was gonna be an L.
Oh!
My God, that would have been
That
crazy.
would have been so cool. Did you say a sword? A
sword, an axe, and a mace.
okay.
Do we know anything about where this, like, the significance of this comes from?
Make a religion check.
Oh.
Religion check. Interesting.
Damn.
I got a +0.
I have a +4.
I think that might
gonna-
be the highest.
Yeah, I don't have anything on that.
Oh my god! Finally, my religion proficiency pays off, and now I'm gonna roll bad.
Yes,
Oh,
a sword and
God.
axe.
It's a 10.
It's a 10. You're pretty sure this is a symbol that's related to something divinely, like the 3 objects specifically, but like off the top of your head, you can't like remember. There's so many fucking. You remember back to your days at Paladin school, and you just can't remember. You didn't exactly excel like in the, you know, that aspect of being a paladin.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I would like to bag it at least, and maybe show it to a priest later.
Sure. Cool. Is that all you guys want to do while down here?
I would like to use my divine sense, and while I'm doing that, I would like to ask one of the guards where the lady is who alerted them. I forgot her name. The Rama at the front.
Anushka?
Oh, Anushka. Sure, you can talk to the guards. And apparently Anushka has taken the children somewhere safer. So she's with the children.
Okay.
Sorry, not to go back too far, but what did you say that the weapons were that were carved into the table?
A sword, an axe, and a mace.
Okay.
I mean, this can't have been Adam. Because he wouldn't, except if he wants to throw us off. But he has no point in writing traitor.
Wait, isn't he dead?
Well, his good version is clone Adam is still out there now.
Yeah, now it's just Badum.
Yep, just
Yep.
bat him. So,
But yeah, I feared it would be him, but I don't think it was.
Sorry.
Could the guards please tell us word for word what Anushka said when she called them? Or did she legit just say
after what
it out
happened,
loud?
she didn't tell anyone where she was going. She just said she was taking the children somewhere safer.
Oh, no, that's not what I mean. I meant exactly how she alerted the guards. Like, what were her words? Like, was she like, there's a ruckus, or there's 5 people, or
She
there's
said
a
that
break-in?
somebody broke in and went downstairs and did this. So someone broke into the place.
Okay.
Yeah, but he didn't attack any of the children or Anushka.
Yeah, just all of the wounded.
Yeah. This was
People.
also during the day. It wasn't at night.
Honestly, I think this was just one of the rebels. I think it was one of Mary's people.
But they also killed everyone else in the room. Including the other
Yeah,
rebels.
like everyone is dead.
Hmm.
So. You guys can... yeah, so is that everything you guys wanted to do? Ooh, doggo.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Cutie.
Is there anything you guys wanted to do? Or you guys are good?
Mm, no, I don't have anything else
Okay.
for now.
You guys make your way back up. Dante, you're just gonna teleport yours back to the Stolitza?
Yeah, but that's what the rest of the party wants as well. So we
Okay.
can check out our new house.
Cool.
Is that where the house is in the Stolitza?
It's
Can you
just
confirm?
it's outside the Stolitza, but it's like it's within sight. So the Stolitza is built on a cliff edge, and if you follow the cliff edge along, there is another like much smaller castle built into the cliff.
Oh hell yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah, that's really cool.
So
Built into a fucking cliff.
And if it's built into a cliff, that is a perfect destination for an airship parking spot. I'm just saying.
You
Oh
got a helicopter pad?
yeah. That's canon. It's got a big wide area on top now. Big flat on
Oh my
top.
god.
So, Dante, you find a nearby tree. You will scoot inside, make your way back to the Stolitza, and following some people who, some guards who are designated to you, because you guys have your own like house guard now. They help you up the road. It's probably about a half mile, and it's built higher up into the cliff goes up, and it's built higher up than the Stolitza is. So you guys walk up this road towards your new castle, and it's a decently sized castle. Like, it's not small by any means. It's not nearly like the Stolitza is huge.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
What is the name of our god?
Well, you have 4. You have a house guard, so there are 4. You've got 1 captain, and then 3 just regular guards.
Who's the captain?
The captain, give me a moment.
Lydia.
Your house call. Your house call. Sure, her name's Lydia. Yep, done.
Hell yeah.
Yes!
Heck yeah!
Excellent. Thank you, Merlin.
And just for shits and gigs, they've all got like furs, and like steel armor.
We live in Skyrim now.
Yeah, this is Skyrim now.
Yes!
We're moving to the
As
cloud
it was
district.
always intended to be.
The cloud district.
So, you guys enter into your new home. And as you guys enter, you enter through these huge double like mahogany doors, shined to perfection. But also they're studded with metal, so it does provide some like protection. It also has a moat. And it's a moat that goes all the way down to the ocean below. And it's just rocks and water at the bottom.
I'm so sorry
Push
for
our
interrupting.
enemies off of.
Oh, that's fine. May I have pulled out Lucy during that whole thing? I don't want to keep this from him. Like, can I just kind of be like,
Sure.
I'm so sorry, dude.
You pull out the
Hey, bro,
sword.
we have a house now.
You pull out the sword, but the ruby is it's dull. It's still like glowing, but it's much duller than usual.
Oh, wow. Okay. Does he react at all when I address him?
It does not. The blade is still
Alright.
warm,
Haven't charged-
however.
You haven't charged it.
Eve, touch it!
Oh no.
She's gone by this
Oh,
point.
precious.
You can't hold her up for
So it gets a
hours.
little bit longer.
Increases in length.
Okay.
Yep, so you guys enter in through these huge mahogany doors. And there are about 10 servants. They're waiting, all lined up as you enter, and they all bow. As you walk in, there are 5 like servants, 2 personal maids, 2 cooks, and then the head of house. So the like head servant.
The actual house Carl?
Yeah, the actual house girl. Who introduces himself as Otto. Yes, you guys enter in, and the actual head of house walks over to you, and he's like, "Oh yes, hello, welcome to your new castle. I'll show you inside. I'll show you around. Oh, it is very nice, very beautiful. He's a halfling as well, by the way. Very old halfling, grey hair. Yeah, and he takes you around. It's got a bunch of rooms. Like a drawing room, lots of lounges. Think Bridgerton, think like period drama. It's very nice.
Matif, being very genuine, asks if he needs any allergy meds.
Because of the...
Because he sounds like he can't breathe out of his nose.
A servant runs off and gets you some ye olde medicine. Ye olde allergy medicine.
And then I hand it to him and I'll be like, a little goes a long way.
Yeah,
So-
and sorry. And it is Castle Winterhold.
I would like to spend some time just getting familiar with like the castle layout and like
Sure.
the building, like how it's structured and stuff.
Cool. Sure. There are lots of defensive towers around. Oh, I just realized I'm about to send a picture as well.
Oh.
It's much bigger than this. This is just kind of how I want you to imagine it.
Cool.
Fancy.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And that tower on top is big enough. Usually it's for archers, but it would be maybe theoretically big enough to have an airship.
Hmm.
But there are lots of defensive points for archers and whatnot. Yeah, it's a very beautiful castle, very well kept. It's not dusty at all. It's quite warm. There seems to be, you don't see any fireplaces, but you can kind of feel warm air being delivered through some sort of vent system. You're not completely sure. But there is internal heating. Yeah. Azalea's in trouble. No orphan jokes. But yeah, it's a very beautiful castle, Matif, and you see lots of strategic points to it.
But we haven't been given any like archers or anything, right? Like this is all just yeah.
It has defensive capabilities, but you guys don't have a standing army or anything or like a standing fighting force. You could hire one, maybe. There is a barracks that is like slightly off what am I trying to say? Slightly separate to the castle itself. That could house some archers. But the house lord it's like, I'm afraid that we've let the barracks kind of go to waste. We haven't had a lord in some time, so we haven't seen a need to upkeep it, I'm afraid. We don't have that many staff, and keeping the main castle, clean and orderly is enough work for us. So I hope you forgive us for not keeping the barracks tidy and good. So yeah, like the barracks, it needs some renovations, but you'd be able to keep a fighting force on base if you would like.
Hmm.
Or, since the orphanage is obviously not safe anymore, we could keep Anushka and her.
It wouldn't be
Little
big
ones,
enough.
isn't
It wouldn't be big enough for all the orphans. There aren't
Holy
enough.
Shit! How many orphans?
There are a lot of orphans, but there aren't enough individual rooms for the orphans. And also those are southern orphans. You'd be bringing them all the way to the north.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Freezing
no.
them.
Yeah. Also, they're gonna fall off the cliff. This is not a child.
Yeah, it's not a
place.
child safe place.
All right, never mind.
We would have to get locks for the cabinets, and then get those
Exactly.
covers for the electrical sockets.
Exactly.
Oh, we gotta file off all the edges.
There are also 2 main bedrooms, and then 6 like smaller ones. They're still big bedrooms, but there are 2 like of the really big ones.
Jesus.
So yeah, you guys can divvy up the rooms however you'd like. There's a bunch of drawing rooms and like you know, rooms with couches and dining tables.
I want to find the biggest one.
Sure, you find the biggest one.
Yes.
Cool. Big 4-poster bed.
That's mine now.
You see that there's a large
Oh.
picture frame in this room, but the picture has been like taken out of like whoever the previous lord is. So it's just kind of like an empty frame.
Is
Time to
Ciaran still
put-
gone, by the way?
No, Ciaran, you would have caught up. Oh, right, we'll go over to Ciaran in just a second. Ciaran rocks up. Ciaran, make an investigation check. This shouldn't take long.
Okay.
18.
That is a 18.
18. You go up with the court wizards, whatnot, and basically begin rummaging through all of his stuff. Lev had a bunch of stuff. A lot of it's just menial paperwork, like regular, like day-to-day running. You find a couple of dodgy documents, but they're all written in code. Not magical code, they're just written in code. You're pretty sure you could crack it, but it would take you time.
Much time.
You're not sure. It's extremely complicated. It's a very complex code.
Topic of Ciaran, does this castle have a library?
Sure.
I think we found Kieran's room.
Also, does the
Throw a
castle
little
have like
out
a,
there.
like a yard?
Yeah, it's got a yard. It's got like a small what do you call it? It's got a small like area which is it's got some like cobblestone paving like around it amidst grass. There's a small tree that is growing. And then also some like bushes and whatnot. All of them are leafless at the moment because winter is approaching. Oh, it has approached now. It is snowing.
Winter is coming.
Winter has come. All of the trees are, you know, without leaves. The bushes are bare. So, you know, it may be beautiful come spring, but at the moment it's very bit lifeless. But it does have a yard.
May I ask?
Potato growing?
Dante will absolutely make it like a herb garden or something.
God.
Next to
Does
the
he have
barracks.
power?
Yeah, he's got the power.
I mean, to make him bloom in winter, like make like an enchanted...
Yeah, if he wants to use plant growth, he could definitely do that.
But
Yeah.
there's also just, you know, northern plants exist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, sorry.
Dante, make a nature check for me.
Okay.
Considering you are from the east, not from the north. Doesn't matter though.
19.
You've read enough books. So, next to the barracks, there are some veggie patches, basically, that haven't grown food in some time. You reckon you could begin definitely growing potatoes here.
Hell yeah.
Second of all, the plants that have been planted here in the garden, which are all of these bushes and this tree, they're all southern plants that have been brought here. So whoever the last lord must have been from the south, who moved up, brought plants with them, and obviously not being used to they're not evergreen because they're from the south. So you reckon you could probably make this garden beautiful if you went out into the wilds, found some native like plants from here in the north, some evergreens. You reckon you could bring them back here and begin growing an actual native garden as opposed to these plants that have been brought here?
Cool.
Yeah, these are all like decorative, like rose bushes and stuff, and you're like, there shouldn't be rose bushes this far north. That's a bit bullshit. So yeah, that's what you find.
Can I make like an investigation check to see if I can find any like hidden passages or like?
Ooh,
Sure.
Can I help with that?
Yeah, go for it.
What's your investigation,
Oh,
Yereza?
probably bad. 0.
0? Okay. I'll roll it, and then do I have advantage?
Actually, Matif, you could bring Ciaran and go explore together.
How romantic.
Dante pops in through a window. Say that.
From the herb garden
Yeah,
outside.
from the herb garden outside. Yeah.
It sticks his head out of a bush.
I mean, yeah, if Kieran's not doing anything. I mean, or whatever. Like, it's not like I wanna do anything with him or anything.
Matif is such a tsundere, it's not even funny.
I was about to say the exact same fucking thing.
Yeah. All right.
We all play who we are, okay?
Matif, you make your way over to the library and find Ciaran, who's begun, investigating what kind of books are here. Yeah, and you guys can team up and go find some hidden passageways if you want.
Okay, I think your investigate is better than mine.
If you want me to explore the castle, do you? Is that correct?
I mean, yeah, it's probably a good idea to know, about where we're living.
Then, shall I lead the investigation then? That be suffice?
No. I can like take us around and lead us, But I figure you have some pretty sharp eyes, right? So maybe you'll catch some of the things that I don't.
Very well. Then shall we investigate together?
And all I can think of is like panics and gay. Yeah.
Wisdom saving.
All right. Make a investigation check with advantage, Ciaran. 2 to 18s. Guys look around. You guys
3
travel
18s
around the castle, checking every nook and cranny for an hour. You find a couple of small broom cupboards that seem to have been basically they've had wallpaper over them and painted over so that you can't see them. You guys are tapping on walls, and you can hear that there are a couple of small chambers that have been either intentionally or unintentionally cut off. You don't find any passages until you get to the main central chamber of the basically the entryway, where you see this huge statue of a bear. And both of you are this is pretty sus. Why is there a fucking statue in this castle? Seems a bit weird. And you guys are all basically having a look over it. There is a couple of moments where you guys slide close together and your elbows touch. Matif blushes. And Ciaran, you find a one of the bear's claws that it's holding upwards has a small it looks like it should move. It has a what do you call it? Something that can move. God, I forget what it's called. A lever or something. And you kind of pull it down, and you hear this grinding sound as the bear kind of very loudly moves and rotates, revealing a passage down.
Chief.
I knew we could do it.
Yes. Would you like to explore?
I don't see why not.
Would you put your glasses on, by the way? It might help us down there.
See, I knew I kept you around for some cool ideas. And he'll put them on.
Okay. You guys make your way down, and immediately it begins to get colder. And you guys make your way down, the wind begins to pick up a little bit, and you enter out into this very bright room. And you immediately realize that you're in a room that opens out onto the cliff. And you can see, like, birds, like, flying in the sky, out forwards. And I'm sending you guys a picture. There's a large table and several chairs. I'm putting a picture into world info if it wants to paste, but apparently the files are too powerful.
Oh no.
All right, try this one.
Oh, strong.
There we are. Here we are. It's not the greatest photo, but it'll give you guys an example. It's basically the meeting room from Game of Thrones on Dragonstone. So there are basically this large wooden table, chairs, and then it opens out onto the cliff. Occasionally you'll get a spray of water up.
Oh my god.
And yeah, it looks very... Yeah, it's fucking super dope. There isn't anything else. You don't find any other like rooms leading off into other any other rooms, but you do find this like secret meeting room down here. Also, thank you for the follow, Jin.
Welcome.
Hi, Jin.
A very interesting place, Matif. I think this would be a good place to experiment, considering it's...
Experiment how? Matif is blushing.
Oh no, oh my god.
He's not even trying anymore. Oh my god.
Well, you see, Matif, I find it to be further away from the castle wall, so any damage that might be done would be safe.
I'm sorry, I wasn't following what you were saying. What was that again?
You see, certain experiments have explosive results, as you probably already know.
I can't. This is just okay.
And it's... Yes, Matif?
I just I feel like you're being vague on purpose. So just spit it out. What are you thinking?
Oh, would you like to see the experiment, Matif? I will show you.
I'm dying.
Good.
Okay.
We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused.
He'll like come up behind you and like look over your shoulder. I think we're about the same height though.
I think Ciaran's slightly taller.
Damn it. Never mind.
And as you start to hear him, he puts his hand towards his belt.
Oh my god.
And he reaches into his belt and pulls out a little vial. And you can see... And he shows you the little vial of the fungus sample. He's like, experiment here.
What is that supposed to do? Are you gonna plant that?
I'm not entirely sure what I will do with it, but we might be able to find some use out of it. Maybe we can study it to learn more about the plague god routine, or maybe see if we can possibly control it. Or I don't know, Matif. The possibilities are endless.
So, but don't you want to do it somewhere where you could watch over it? like, if you're gonna be experimenting with a living, like, organism, don't you want to, like, be able to make sure that it's not getting out of hand?
Exactly. And this is why this is the perfect place. Because if we need to rid of it, the trash is right next to us.
You're just gonna
Trash
Spartan kick it
disposal.
into the sea and expect no
Yes.
consequences?
Well, if we must fireball it as well, this will be the perfect place.
Okay.
And, Matif, if I may ask another favor of you,
Depends on the favor.
I need you to watch over me while I conduct a certain ritual experiment.
Is this particularly dangerous? Maybe we shouldn't be, putting our hands into boiling pots.
Well,
Sorry. Merlin, by the way,
Mhm.
when he pulls out this vial, do I see any magical, like, auras coming off of it?
Yes, it is a slight necrotic aura.
Got it.
and I will pull out my spell book and point to the spell and show Matif the spell Contact Other Plane. Now, what I plan to do, Matif, is I want to contact, if possible, the goddess Mana. And assuming all goes well, I will be able to potentially communicate with them. But if not, my mind may be racked with psychic energy and not be usable by me for a period of time. So in case that happens, will you watch over my body?
Again, with the whole boiling pots thing, like, what are we gaining from this?
Information. Information is extremely valuable, Matif. Priceless, you may say.
Okay, what exactly are you... Again, I feel like you're being specifically vague.
Also, real quick, Ciaran, make a religion check.
That is a 23.
23. You are acutely aware that you don't know what plane Mana's on. You need to know which plane you're contacting to get through to a specific being. You don't know where... You know who you want to contact, you don't know where she is. You don't know what plane Mana's on.
Do I know... Do I have to know the name of the plane? Like, for example, the one that we saw Valkai in.
You have to know...
Having seen it.
You have to know the name of the plane.
Mm-hmm.
You have to know the name of the plane, and you have to know who you're contacting. Or you could just send out a general call and hope whoever answers is nice. But
What's the name of the plane?
Let's do that then.
but you don't know which plane. And I believe it's a scroll, right? So it's a one-time use.
Is it a scroll?
I believe so. It was in the spellbook.
I think it was part of the spellbook, yeah.
What level spell is it?
It is a 5th level spell.
5th. Okay, you could switch spellbooks to Levs and use it, but you'd have to do that tomorrow. You wouldn't be able to do that today.
Okay. Yes. Well, will you help me, Matif?
If I say no, are you gonna do it by yourself?
Yes.
Fine, but we're setting up precautions. I don't know what they are yet, but There's got to be something.
Thank you, Matif. I will start doing research right away on any planes and their relevant cards.
You
Okay.
don't even know where you're going?
I do not, but we will find out. And he'll go
Okay.
up to the library and start researching.
Can we, as he's walking away, can we postpone this, maybe?
He's like muttering to himself, incomprehensible words to you. He's already lost in his train of thought.
It's like you all have death wishes.
Okay. So, you all make your way back to your rooms. The cook cooks you all a beautiful dinner to have in one of the dining rooms. Is there anything else you guys wanted to do before bed?
I was thinking, while Dante was like admiring his new herb garden and Matif and Ciaran were like fooling around in the secret tunnels.
Fooling around.
Could, I don't know, what was M doing? Because I was thinking about maybe looking at the castle and kind of suggesting like maybe we could put the teleportation circle into one of the main halls.
I'll be strutting the halls with you then.
Yeah.
Doing like a escape to the country. This building was built so and so many years ago, and let's see if this couple can afford it, because it is a tremendous, I don't know, 13 million £100.
13 million
Are you
£100?
saying
Jesus
that?
Christ.
Are you saying that in character?
Oh no!
Okay.
Oh,
You guys
but
take
yeah,
a stroll
British
around.
shows, amazing.
You guys take a stroll around. You
Yeah.
find that there is a room adjacent to the entry hall, which is just an empty stone like room, which you guys could probably like, put some teleportation circles in.
Mhm.
You guys walk around, you see all the different, all the different rooms and whatnot, have a bit of a tour. You don't find anything like supremely interesting. Beautiful. Yeah. You don't find anything like in particular, just strolling around having a look.
Yeah.
Oh, Rowen.
Hmm?
I'll just comment back. That is a good idea. We should have a teleportation circle here.
Right? We could have one that connects directly to Schoberg too.
Ooh, that would be good. Yeah, a way of getting here quickly is quite essential, I would presume.
Yeah, can you imagine having every visitor walk up all those stairs?
Oh yeah, no, that'd be terrible. Are you saying we should put it on like a higher story or right in the middle?
I think right in the middle is good.
This is right next to the
right.
entry hall, so like,
How many floors does it have again?
it's only like 3 floors, but pretty much everything of note, all the main stuff is on the 1st and 2nd floor. The 3rd floor is basically just for like the parapets for like archers and stuff.
Oh, okay. Yes, well, it is rather cool. Have you picked a room yet?
No, I was thinking I was just gonna grab the one next to yours.
You just never fail to try and be close to me, do you? You take your protection duty or, whatever. So seriously.
Well, sure. It's like, I've been doing this my whole life, so, well, except for the last few months when I lost my memory, but other than that, this has been my whole life.
Other than, the whole I owe my life to you thing. What else do you like to do, Rowen?
Come again?
What else do you like to do? You know, in your spare time, you know, like hobbies or, you know?
Well, I'd like to do you.
I
Time
think-
traveling Matif walks past.
Well, I enjoy training.
Okay, we're getting somewhere, but that's still work. Do you like to do anything that doesn't involve A, protecting someone, B, protecting yourself, or has to do with that at all?
Rowen is mentally going through her list of things she likes to do, which is training with Dante in the morning, training with her dad, training the soldiers in her regiment, training by herself.
Oh my god. As every second that passes, Emmyth's like awkward, sad smile just grows. You know, just like kind of like teeth, but like worried, furrowed brows. You know exactly what kind of face I mean.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
like oh gosh, oh Rowen. Okay. I think it might be healthy for you. Just a suggestion. Of course, you don't have to follow it or anything. I'm not gonna make it like an order or some shit.
I mean, you can if you want to.
No, no, I'm not. No, that completely defeats the purpose. You need to be able to want to do this too. I'm saying, have you ever considered maybe taking a specific day or designating a time every day to just not work? Or just be off duty? You know, even if you're, you know, I find even if you're relaxing, you're still constantly watching out for me. You're constantly worried.
Well, oh my god.
Vroom vroom.
Broom broom.
Vroom vroom indeed. That was a lot of room.
He's telling you to get a life, Rowen.
Oh yeah, I'm not getting the hint.
We're getting there.
Hint
Well-
dismissed.
So yeah, have you considered that?
My my expression like slips a bit. Well, you know, the last time I did that, I lost both you and your mom, you know? So I don't really, I don't know if I want to do that.
Oh, Rowen.
But that is not your problem. If you need me to, be, more,
No.
just tell me what you need.
I need you to be. I want you to be happy. You know?
I am happy with you guys.
I'm happy too. It's fucking weird though, you know, this whole I'm kind of discovering myself and then, you know, finding family and finding out people aren't related to me and finding out people are related to me. It's kind of insane. It's a lot. But you know, at least I'm I'm finding time to lay back and stuff. Look, goodness, how do I say this, Rowen? I'll put a hand on her cheek. I'm not going anywhere.
I'm gonna say it this close of a proximity, Rowan. That's a fail.
Damn.
My full face flushes purple.
I kind of like try not to smirk. Clearly, probably gonna notice that if I'm just looking at her.
Probably.
I don't. I don't want you to be scared that if you relax or are not constantly on guard, that something bad is going to happen. That's. I just don't want to see you live your entire life through paranoia. What happened that time was very, very rare, and it wasn't your fault. And I know me saying that's not going to easily convince you, because you probably take it all on, and, people have told you it was your fault. It wasn't, because, I doubt anyone could have stopped it, given the circumstances. So, you know what? Maybe I should make it an order. I order you to have fun more. And, relax a bit. I just don't want you to be too stressed, you know what I mean?
As you were no one's really, and you see like my eyes kind of well up a little bit. I didn't really notice, but no one's really told me that wasn't my fault, I haven't really thought about it as not being my fault before. I'm gonna try to be a bit more like like you guys.
Hey, you don't. I'll put my other hand on her cheek, so I'm kind of like cupping her face, seeing her well up a little bit. Hey! You don't need to try and be like be like us. There's nothing wrong with you. No, I'm the one who got taken away and had my whole life fucked up, and I can tell you, it's not your fault. We all figured out eventually what happened, and you just happened to be there. Because I know you, and I know that you would have done anything to make it right. You understand?
I just kind of nod and look to the side, and I notice my eyes start like burning even more, and I just kind of raise up my arms and I lean forward and embrace my face on her shoulder, just kind of standing there for a second, like, I'm just so happy you're safe and alive.
I'm glad you're here. And I'll hug her back and I'll stroke her hair as well. Give her a nice hug.
So, as our two couples have their bonding experience, you all meet up for dinner. The chefs have cooked up a nice hearty stew for the winter night. You all have your dinner in the main dining room, which has glass windows that face out onto the ocean off the cliff. You all kind of relax into heal from your battle with a god literally like 8 hours prior. Probably more than that, actually. Probably like 12 hours prior. And you all head back to your rooms to sleep. So, you all head back. Now, I have a question. Who wants to go first?
Oh my god.
Ha, that's creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Not it.
Ciaran will go first.
Ciaran?
Yes.
Okay. Ciaran.
Oh my god.
You make your way into the library and begin to study to try and find a way to contact Mana. Or at least to find out what plane she's on. Most of the books that are in here are like history books of Markovia. Like Markovia, a history. Or like Alma's Land, you know, back to the beginning. You know, stories of the region, basically. And eventually, as you sit on your reading chair, which is this nice rocking chair that you found, it's upholstered, so it's nice and soft. And as you kind of begin to doze off with the warm air blowing into your face, with the interior heating of the castle, you eventually find your way to sleep. And as you fall asleep, you close your eyes, you feel your brain drift, and as you open them again, you find yourself surrounded in a sea of stars. An endless expanse of light and dark. You hear a strange sound, ever present and unchanging, very quietly. It's the sound of running sand, or falling sand. And a voice, soft and hidden, almost as if behind the sand. I will clarify, this is not Erdi. The voice might be similar, but it's not Erdi. I only have so many voices, guys. Weapons made for peace impose strife. Lands lay dormant, yearning for life. Mine mistake laid bare, gifts of hindsight. Barricades brewed hastily, requires renewed might. Thy time of music is over. Compassion is what comes next. Cast down thy weapons, the purpose now be vexed. While they yet sing, new efforts are sorely missed. Beware he comes to devour, break, and twist. Creation of a new age at summer's solstice end. Heralds battered and challenged. A world thou must now tend. That is the end of your dream. And I will send that into world info.
Oh my god.
Who's next?
Me.
Shit, never
Alright.
mind. Who was
Emmyth's in
that?
first. Sorry, Emma.
Sorry, I need to go to the toilet, so I figured.
Alright, Rowen, you're next.
Okay.
As you head back to your room, you get out of your armor, and into your, I survived Pirates Cove t-shirt. And crawl into bed. You hear a voice, connect with you. And it's your patron, Harl.
Oh, nice.
Her voice seems kind of worried.
Oh.
I have felt something within the ley lines, something I have not felt in a long time. There is still much you do not understand, but you have your task. Defeat my cousins, but then the true battle begins. Continue your path, trust in your devotion, trust in yourself. This time I pray you succeed. Your avatar rests beneath the lakes of his gods. Visit them and piece him back together. Did you catch all that?
Your avatar lies. Repeat that.
Your avatar rests beneath the lakes of his gods. Visit them and piece him back together.
Okay.
I will copy paste that and send that to your DMs.
Thank you. Oh my god, what the fuck?
There we go.
Alright.
Alright, Emmyth, you still there?
Yes, I don't want to miss these, so
Okay.
I'm holding it.
Rowen, you have a second thing.
oh.
So,
Okay.
the morning after, we will be going back in time to when people go asleep, but this is just, I don't want to forget this. So the morning after, so as you wake up, you find that a note has been neatly folded at the foot of your bed. You sleep still like a vampire, so you know that if something like was placed there, it wouldn't move. And you find a note that has been written for you. Now, I'm going to send this to you. Would you like me to read it to you, or do you want me to send it to you? Do you want to read it without telling everyone? It's up to you.
I would love for you to read it,
Okay.
but what do you think is best?
I'll read it. I can't do the voice, but it is a letter from Eve.
Hello!
What?
Whoa, that's so freaky! Okay.
What the fuck? That's oh my god.
The position that you wake up in is slightly different to the one you fell asleep in. You don't move at all. You sleep. Yeah, you sleep completely you don't move. So you know that if you moved, you've waken up and then gone back to sleep. So obviously, whilst you were asleep, Eve has taken over the body. The letter says, Dear Rowen, after emerging to smite down the plague god, I have come to realize something. We are two halves of the same coin, opposites. You, a devil, taking a divine and selfless oath to defend the weak, devoted to her queen. Me, an angel, unbound by oath or god, devoted to my beloved. Although I do wish to someday be free of our situation, free to be with Lucy, and free to live of my own accord, our purpose is to finish what has been started and fulfill our oath to our people and to our queen. I will live within you as long as you require me. One day I wish to embrace you as what we should be, sisters. And then her name at the end, -Eve. And I will send that to you so you can read that.
That was so sweet.
That was. Oh my
I'm
god.
in my feels.
All right, who's next?
I want to go.
Matif wants to go. All right. Oh, go shake. This is a big one. Okay.
Oh,
Matif. You don't sleep. You go into a trance-like state. But as you go into your elf trance, you do feel your consciousness drift and your mind wander to somewhere it hasn't been before. And as you re-emerge in control, you are in a field of snow. Like a very small layer of snow. There's soft snowfall falling, and you see high above, you see a crescent moon. And the moon seems far larger than it usually is. Right ahead of you, not standing but floating somewhat off the ground, you see the giant form of a woman, shrouded in black and white feathers. Her head is that of a magpie atop this feminine form. Black feathered head, stark white beak. She holds a silver crescent sickle in one hand and an oar in the other, like the oar of a boat.
Oh, I know who this is.
This is Yuvian, goddess of death.
Oh.
Yeah.
Never mind, I didn't know who that was.
This is your boss's boss.
Shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is your patron's boss. Her voice is kind of distant and kind of like echoey. You have made me proud. Responsibilities such as yours can be an unforgiving burden. Despite your reservations, you have excelled beyond what I expected. There is much work to be done, many tough challenges ahead. The Rainbow Mother has informed me of plans set into motion. The way forward will be hard, but I trust you and your chosen to fulfill what must come to maintain the new order. Trust in what comes next. Trust in your friends. You will need to free the new avatar, unbound by the oaths of origin. Free to move forward. Take him to the bridge. And you hear a loud clap of thunder and a flash of lightning, and the vision shifts. Your mind breaks suddenly, and you are thrust out of that field, and you are all of a sudden in a raging sea with a rolling storm above you. You feel the wind pick you up off your feet, and you are floating several feet off the wild ocean beneath you. You look up into the sky, and within the clouds you see two piercing blue eyes. A flash of lightning reveals the giant body of something hidden within the clouds. Another flash of lightning, and you feel warmth spreading from your chest. You look down and you see a javelin of lightning has pierced your chest. Yes?
Nothing. I just wanted to say, is she still there when everything shifts?
Yuvian?
Yeah.
No, she disappears. You are thrust from one vision into another.
Okay.
As you are pierced by this javelin of lightning, your vision goes black, and you hear, "The future is not decided by riddles or prophecy. It is decided through strength." And as your vision fades and goes black, the last thing you see as your vision fades is those two piercing blue eyes.
Can I make a religion check?
Yes, go for it. Even with a 7, you had to get below a 5 to not know. You're pretty sure this is Butterhigh, the goddess of storms. Storms in the ocean. You wake up drenched in sweat.
Well, yeah. That was a lot.
Yeah. You're also soaked from head to toe. Your feet are cold, as if they've been standing in snow. And you smell like fresh, you smell the ocean as you wake up. Also, Matif. As you look around coming out of this vision, you see a javelin, or like a spear, is lying on the ground next to you.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Does it look like a lightning bolt?
Oh my god.
Oh, that's fucking cool. I just wanted to say, quickly, that when the vision shifts, and then and then when he wakes up, he wants to like yell out to like the ether, I guess. Like, I haven't done anything.
He may think that. Also, if you would like to reload your D&D Beyond, you have an item in your inventory.
Ooh. Do I have to attune to it?
I've already auto-attuned to you. it to you. And you have one slot left.
Whoa.
And just to let everyone know, so it's not just you guys aren't left hanging. It's a spear. It's using the short sword things because I wanted it to actually be usable for Matif. It is called Cyclone's Message. And it's got a bunch of cool shit that it can do, but I'll let Matif show that.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Okay. I would
Weather.
I would like to put on my glasses and see what kind of magic is on them.
Divine and evocation. No, what's the damagey one?
Evocation.
Yeah, evocation. That's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, divine evocation.
That's like elemental. Yeah. Okay. Oh fuck. Can you put that speech in the general chat too, so I can read it over again?
Yes.
Okay. Can I also say, because when I leveled up, I took the Pact of I think it's called Token. Oh, the Pact of the Talisman. And so can I say for flavor wise that during this I also what I wanted to do was get like a circle like art like on my
your armor
bicep.
Oh yeah.
That was like an anchor and it had like twine rope that like holds it together.
Yep. Love it.
Okay, cool.
Awesome. You also wake up with that symbol. Done. Alright. We'll do Emmyth next, because Dante's is the longest.
Oh, well then.
Oh,
So,
the longest, you say?
Can get controlled again. Oh.
Emmyth. After dinner, you make your way back to the room, begin getting changed for bed. And as you're getting changed, you hear a voice in your mind. Oh, hello, dear. I've missed you so much. I'm sure we'll see each other very soon. Kiss, kiss. The voice of your mum. Delnoa. Or, sorry, should I say your adopted mum?
I was gonna say.
And as you do, you feel something within you crack. Feel your fury begin to burn. This woman who tore you away from your family. Something within you rises to the surface. Oh my gosh, thank you for the raid, Neon. You've come in at a really good time.
Neon!
Something within you rises to the surface.
One by one.
You grab your gun from its holster, a blinding hot rage flowing within you. The woman who abducted you, the woman who killed your mother, destroying your future in a loving family. You look down and you see black flames licking from the barrel of your gun. You want to kill her. You are going to kill her. And I'm about to add an item to your inventory.
Oh my god.
Which I'll give you guys the name. Which is Femme Fatale's Fury. And that's it for Emmyth. Short and sweet. You've got something else, but that'll come later.
Okay.
Dante. Let's get to you. This is gonna take a while. As you're walking through the halls back to your room, you've taken one of the ground floor suites with a window onto the gardens. And as you reach your room, you begin to feel a call. You feel a call towards the east. You just have the urge to... Something is calling you eastward. And you
Like straight east?
Yeah, like due east.
Ah.
And as you look out your window, which happens to face east, you see that a familiar-looking giant elk is strolling around in the garden.
I have to go there right now.
Are you going to jump through the window, or are you going to, like, walk around normally?
Is it dangerous if I jump?
No, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
You're made of wood.
Then I'm jumping.
Alright. You jump out the window, land, and see Koresh is already, like, getting onto all fours to allow you to mount him.
Yeah, I'll gently climb onto his back.
Cool. He begins running full force east, running through the cold night as it begins to turn from, you know, evening to night. Begins sprinting, and you've been mounted on Koresh before, but you've never been on Koresh running at full speed. And it is scary. It is fast. And as you're running, eventually, before you even know it, after what feels to you like a couple of minutes, you reach the coast, the east coast of Markovia. And as you reach it, you reach a kind of like pebble beach, just rocks and stones. He allows you to get off and kind of bows his head and looks up towards the sky. And do you follow his gaze?
I do.
And as you look up, you see this small, like, red pinprick in the sky. And at first you're a bit worried. You're like, oh my god, the red sky. But then you see it get bigger and bigger and bigger. And you see this flaming bird, giant flaming bird, fall from the sky and fly down towards the ground, landing at a giant phoenix that lands just next to Koresh. The phoenix looks towards you and kind of, like, bows its head and turns to face east, lowering its back.
Are you inviting me to climb on your back,
It nods its head.
Mr. Phoenix? Dante, like, sort of awkwardly, like, shambles a bit forwards, like, I guess I have to go. And sort of being a bit afraid, but he climbs on back of it.
Cool. You climb on the back of the phoenix, it lifts off, and you are flown east. And as you're flying, you begin to chase the sun, and it begins to get brighter and brighter and brighter as you're flying full force across the ocean towards places that you've never heard anything about. As far as you're aware, nothing lies east of Markovia. And as you begin to fly, you eventually find a small tropical island. He's also the phoenix also begins flying southeast instead of due east. Begins flying southeast and eventually sets you down on a small tropical island. The sun is now back in the sky as you've somehow caught the sun. It's still, you know, in the process of setting, but you have caught the warmth of the sun. And kind of sets you down in this, you know, small tropical archipelago. A few trees with, like, fruits. You can see, like, little crabs, like, walking across the island. Is there anything you would like to do?
Well, sort of, I think Dante comes down and is just confused. Looks around like, what is here?
The phoenix kind of, like, waddles over because it's not very good at walking. And it kind of, like, points its neck in the direction of, like, the water. Like, down.
Are you telling me to swim down?
It just like looks downwards.
Hmm.
Can you make a perception check for me?
Yes. 19.
You look down, and you see the sunken remains of a city.
Oh.
Or at least the sunken remains of, like, a town. You see a few buildings that have collapsed underwater, covered in barnacles. You know, you're lucky that there is still light, because if it was dark, you wouldn't have seen anything. And as you look down, you know, you see various sea animals. You see, like, a shark swimming through. And something inside your mind begins to tick. Stories that your mother told you when you were young of where the halflings came from originally. You thought it was just like a fairy tale. Like a little story that they tell halfling children before bed of a land to the east from where all halflings come from. And after the island sank, they all moved to Markovia and lived with the humans instead. And as you look down, you see these buildings and you notice that they are smaller than normal. They're not human-sized abodes. And again, you get that call to the east. And the phoenix waddles over and faces in that direction.
A bit before Dante sort of climbs up on the phoenix again, he should sort of just shed a few tears. That sort of, this is the kind of life that no halfling has lived for ages. That sort of freedom they lost when they became a part of Markovia. And just sort of, Dante gets a bit emotional about it.
Sheds a few tears.
Yeah.
The phoenix, after you jump on board, takes flight again and begins flying east. And as you begin chasing the sun once again, it climbs higher and higher into the sky. And as you're kind of like looking over the ocean, you fly over miles and miles of ocean, and you see all that's below you when you do see land are occasional like little rocky outposts, like little rocky islands. You don't see any life on like any islands from this point onwards. And the further and further you fly east, you begin to feel something wrong. Something feels off. And as the phoenix flies further and further east, you make sight of land. You see that a coast is approaching. And as you hit this coast, you immediately notice, and it looks very familiar to the Deadlands, where you've been before. A lifeless, grey waste of rolling hills of dirt and dust. You fly over this for miles and miles and miles. You see nothing of note. You see no buildings, no trees, nothing to display any life that has been there. And then eventually, you begin to see something that seems a bit wrong, like things that have been put here artificially. And as you see this, the phoenix swoops down and lands, and you see like 3 mounds of like dust that have settled.
Are there any markings or anything on it?
No, but you can wipe the like dust away to see what's beneath.
Yeah.
Cool.
What's underneath?
So, underneath one pile of dust, you see 3 instruments: a violin, a cello, and a drum. They seem to be of exquisite make. 2 of them, the violin and the cello, look very familiar. Underneath the second pile of dust, you find a small pebble elemental with little arms. You can see its eyes carved out. lifeless, laying there in the dirt. You see a silver blade encrusted with runes, also looking somewhat familiar to that of Hourglass. You see a beautiful flute and a small club and sickle. You also see a firearm.
Oh.
And the third pile of dust that you see, which is much bigger than the other two, you kind of, begin to like heave this huge layer of dust, and the phoenix actually comes over and it begins flapping its wings to create a gust of wind that gets rid of this huge pile of dust. And you see a small dead tree that is just here. Just stood here. At its base... Oh, sorry. Yes?
Mm-hmm. No, you go a bit longer.
At its base sits a pink, white, and obsidian blade. A short sword with red, green, and blue gems. A firearm, and a wand. And as you begin to look closer at the tree, you see something like carved into the bark, facing you.
What does it say?
You kind of like wipe the layer of dust that's settled on the tree, and it's a face. It's your face.
Oh.
Staring back at you, eyes closed.
If I put my hands on the tree, do I feel anything from it?
You feel nothing.
Huh.
As the sun sets, you begin to feel more unsettled. Light begins to fade, and you hear a sound that curdles your blood. A long, labored scream. You no longer feel a call to the east. You feel scared.
Can I... What happens if I, like, try and, like, pick up any of the items?
Sure, can you make a strength check for me?
Ah, that's gonna be good. Just a plain strength check?
Yep. 18.
18.
Oh.
As you go to pick anything up, they all seem like weighed to the ground. Extremely heavy, as if they are tied to this place. And although you reach down and you can, pick up, you pick up probably one of the smaller objects like the firearm or a wand, and you begin to lift it up, but it feels like gravity itself is fighting against you to keep this item in the ground, or on the ground at least. And as you lift it, you get it to maybe like waist height before your fingers slip and it smashes back into the ground. You hear another one of these long, labored screams much closer.
Do I have an idea of how close?
Give me a nature check. Because this is sound traveling... Actually, perception, sorry. 12. Closer than the last one. You don't know how much time you have left before whatever the hell that is reaches you.
Okay, so I know we've we've changed the way Emmyth's tiara works. But would she still be able to see things through me if she was awake, hypothetically?
If she was awake, yeah.
Yeah. So if I, real quick, just scribble her name in all caps in my book, just to see if she's awake.
Okay. You open up your book, and it's blank.
Oh.
You grip Nature's Accord tightly in your grasp, and as you put more attention into like your immediate, what you're doing immediately, you begin to see the leaves falling from Nature's Accord. You think whatever is about this place is sucking the magic from whatever's nearby.
Yeah, Dante is gonna just run to the Phoenix
Okay.
and just sort of forcibly try and like get onto the back of it without it sort of before it starts preparing to let me on.
Yep. Legit, you jump on. It's already ready to let you on. You
Okay.
jump on its back, and it immediately launches off the ground. And as you launch off the ground, you look back down, and you see these horrible black, slimy creatures begin crawling extremely quickly in the direction of where you just were. You can't see what they are from this distance, but they look gross and unnatural. And the Phoenix flies you home. And as you leave whatever the hell that place was, which, by the way, because of Dante's nature, because of his high nature and his general knowledge, that you didn't like fly back to, like, you didn't round the world and get back to Schoberg. That is another continent somewhere else. And you fly back. Phoenix lands on the coast where Koresh is waiting, who takes you back to your room.
I think, yeah, Dante is gonna write some notes about this in his spell book to make sure he doesn't forget that he found like the home place of the halflings and this other cursed parallel us. And then he's actually just gonna go to sleep.
Okay. You don't need to, but you do.
I
You're
know,
so
but he does.
tired that Dante goes to sleep. And all of you, following morning, one by one, give me one moment. I want to make sure that's everything. Pretty sure it is.
You were gonna do something with M, but that's gonna come later, you said.
Yeah, no, that's much later.
Ah.
That's like in a couple episodes. Oh, that's everything. All of you awaken the next morning.
Everyone, after you go through dreams like that.
What the fuck? Ew!
Merlin, while Ciaran was searching through the library to see if there was any information about the planes, was he able to find anything?
Make an investigation check. 16.
16.
Like, you find a few books mentioning the planes, but, like, you don't find it. You're going to need to find either a specialty bookstore or a, or go to a library, like a proper library. This is someone's personal collection, and there isn't anything, like, in the magic department. This is mostly just, like, history books and, like, lore books, like, books of, like, the lore of Markovia, laws. So, yeah, there's nothing too interesting for you here.
Can he just make a shot in the dark then?
You gonna cast it?
Before he casts it, he will go to Matif's room and wake him up.
Matif, do you sleep naked? Oh, Pastel is. Did Pastel BRB? Oh, no,
Sorry, the dog was
Looks like
the dog was doing something strange.
It's all good.
No, he does not sleep naked.
Okay. You hear a knock early the next morning, Matif.
Give me a minute.
Matif, it's important. Hurry up.
It can wait a minute. Trust me.
Is the door even locked?
No.
Okay, he's gonna open it.
What the fuck?
Gee, it's time to do the experiment.
Okay, you can give me like a minute.
Very well, and he'll sit in the room with you.
Oh my god. You know what? Never mind. Let's just do this now.
Okay. And then he will Rich will cast Contact Other Plane.
In my room?
All right, give me one moment. Pulling up the spell.
While you're casting it, like after it's too late, Matif will be like, I thought we were gonna do this downstairs.
Ciaran's just like humming and muttering as he's casting the spell. Okay. So
I have to make a DC.
Yes, I'm. The reason I'm gonna say you have to know the plane of origin is just because if you were targeting a lesser deity, like a lesser being, sure, you can contact them directly, but because you're trying to find a god, it's a bit harder. So what plane are you gonna roll the dice with?
Do I know all the ones that you have in world info? Like, am I aware of them?
I'd say with his intelligence, what's his religion bonus?
+9.
+9, yeah, he'd know them all.
Okay, let's see. The Far Gone Realm of the Seven Lights looks interesting. Let's try it.
Okay, sure. So that is the Fargorn is the celestial plane. So, you begin casting the spell. You hear like ring, 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 ring. Could you make an intelligence saving throw for me?
Let's go.
Please hold the line.
Hold
Your call
16.
matters to us.
just. Do you speak Celestial, Ciaran?
He does speak
He
Celestial.
does. You hear in Celestial in your ear. Your call is very important to us. Please hold the line.
Once again.
Girl of Ipanema. Da, 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 da.
Oh, this song again. I've heard it so many times.
You are put on hold for about 20 minutes.
Oh my god.
I didn't think it was gonna take this long.
Does this just happen inside my head and Matif does not see anything?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I've come in and brought you guys breakfast in the meantime.
Eventually, you someone picks up and begins speaking in Celestial. Hello, you've reached Ciaran. This is Fargon. How can I help?
And are we going off the rules of the contact of the plane where I can only ask 5 questions?
Yep.
Gosh, okay. Were the instruments created in your plane?
I'm sorry, I do not have information of what you're talking about. Could you be more specific? Do I need to forward you to someone else?
Am I able to answer that?
Yeah.
Yes. I would like to be forwarded to someone with more information, please.
Please hold the line. You'll put on hold for another 20 minutes.
I start to get really nervous around this point.
So that's 2 questions. You held on the line. Eventually, you are, someone answers the phone. Hello, this is Dale. You've reached, Upper Beings Management. How can I help?
Well, can Lucifer Theodore Burns be restored to his original body?
I do not have the answers you seek. Are you looking for a specific individual? I'm just a manager.
God damn it, Dale. Dale. Is it I, Ciaran, Acerol, Orion, Avalon the Fae II, who should wield the blade, the hourglass?
Please hold while we forward you to someone else. You put on hold for another 30 minutes. By this point, Rowen, Emmyth, Dante, you guys realize that Ciaran and Matif haven't, like, come down to breakfast yet?
Well, didn't Rowen bring breakfast to us?
Did she?
I just put it in front of your room. I
Okay.
didn't dare go inside.
I gotcha. Cool. Well, Rowen knows what they are. You'll put on hold for 40 minutes, before eventually you reach, let me look through my notes now.
I'm really sorry if this fucks up your thing, Yume, but I do want to try to shake Ciaran awake.
He's awake.
Or like
He's awake. He's just got
like,
he's just got his eyes closed because he's in a call. He can open them and not break the call. He can talk to you while he's on hold. He's not like in a trance.
Oh, okay, cool. Never mind.
Okay. You eventually put onto another line. Hello, I'm Altraxia, head of upper management Solar. Who can I forward you to? You seem to have a lot of odd questions.
The most powerful individual there, please.
Well, that comes with an additional fee. I'm afraid a 5th level spell isn't enough to get access to those specific beings. You did just call out general line, so I'm afraid that we cannot give you the answers that you're seeking. They seem to be extremely specific. Maybe someone else can help. Maybe, sleep on it. Call someone else tomorrow. Thank you for calling. Far gone. I have been Altraxia. Thank you for your call. You mean the world to us. And he hangs up.
He says he's part of Solar. Is that what he
He's
said?
a Solar, which is like a high-level angel.
Oh. Okay. Chief?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. My mind is still, okay. It has not been turned to mush, as I feared.
Did it help any?
I do not know. But I do have names of 3 celestial beings in my head.
Does that mean anything?
Might if we ever are able to go to the celestial realm.
How do we get there?
I have been researching, and seeing as we've seen other portals to other planes, I don't believe it might be too hard for me to eventually learn how to do that. So I imagine the spell, just like any other magic.
What specifically are you trying to do, anyway?
Well, you see, Matif, I have a lot of questions, as you may know, about the hourglass, about the sacred instruments, about the trajectory of fate that we seem to be in, and I just really want to know more so that we can see where the world might be headed.
You mean about specifically playing the instruments versus not?
Yes. Well, in addition to that, I would like to know everything about them, where they came from, what their original purpose was, even this blade, the hourglass. Why is it that I wield it now? What
Is
other
it because
powers
Emmyth
could
gave it to
possibly-
you?
Of course. But who knows? Who knows what other mysteries may lie in something so simple?
Whatever floats your boat, I guess. Yes, the pun is there.
Matif,
Mm-hmm.
your powers, more specifically that cloak of yours, do you have the ability to contact your benefactor?
Kind of. It's like a one-way call. Like, I can't reach out to Adonis, but Adonis can reach out to me.
Well, seeing as how I attempted to contact another plane with much less success than I'd hoped, it is possible for me to possibly contact him, assuming I understand what plane he's on, and assuming that you know that there's a limit to only 5 yes or no questions.
You would be able to be able to contact Adonna directly, regardless of the plane he's on. It's only if you're trying to talk to gods where you need to figure out where they are, or at least where their consciousness is.
Yeah. So you are able to contact him, Matif.
Okay, what are you getting at?
Well, you see, Rutain, God of Plagues, we were able to defeat him in this battle, but because he's not of this realm, his soul merely escapes. And if we plan to defeat other powerful beings, it is very important that we know how to deal with them maybe in a more permanent fashion. And seeing that your crew's next enemies are the sisters, I do not believe it would be wise to defeat them once and still have them around to take any sort of revenge on you.
You're making it sound like you're not a part of it.
Well, I have not been a part of this group as long as the rest of you have. And who knows where my future may lie. But I do believe that is besides the point. I am here now and assisting you.
Okay. Well,
So to get to my point, I do believe that would be very valuable for you and the other heralds of this group to communicate with your patrons or demigods and learn more on how we can defeat the sisters together.
you're speaking specifically about Dante, Rowen, and I pleading our case to our patrons.
Maybe not necessarily pleading your case, but seeing as they are demigods themselves, or avatars that you have met before, I imagine they would have some type of information useful to us. And if I do remember correctly, Hall is related to at least one of the sisters. So I'm sure a weakness or two, might come from her mouth.
Ethereal Matif is like, if she's related to one of the sisters, she's related to all of them.
My sister's dad.
Well, do we know if they're blood related or not?
You guys don't actually know if they're actually blood-related siblings.
Yeah. Does that sound like a good idea, Matif? Something you'd be willing to do? And I can ask the others as well.
Well, I'm on good footing with my patron. And I assume the others are as well. So it's not worst idea I've ever.
Right. And then he will get up and start walking towards Dante and Rowen.
Cool. You make your way to the lunchroom where everybody's or the lunchroom, the dining room where everybody's finishing off their meals. Oh my gosh! Thank you, Kiri.
Hi, Kiri.
Quake
Thank
before me
you.
and the awesome power of my credit card. Thank you, Kiri. Kiri, I'm always quaking. I'm always quaking, man. I'm in a state of constant quaking.
Hell yeah.
Quake Pro. Cool. So, you guys make your way over to the dining room.
Yes. Good morning, everyone. How was your respite in this new castle of ours?
Everyone looks fucking tired.
I'm just sitting there, like, shaking.
Oh.
Nesta,
Yes?
I'll massage his shoulders while everyone else talks.
Matif's like, that should be me.
Rowan's also like, why did I not think of that?
All right.
Princess Emmyth, were you about to say something?
No. Just gonna say. Yeah, the place is very, very nice. Man, I deserved this shit years ago. About time.
Oh, vroom vroom.
Jeez, that's some carriage out there. Gosh.
Someone's compensating for something.
Obviously.
Has Em told us about her dreams?
She didn't have a dream. That wasn't in a dream. She was just.
That was real life.
Her whole situation.
Yeah, slept pretty shit. I don't know, I just feel motivated. I'm not sure if it's
Motivated
good
for
or a
what?
bad thing. I'll put like a hand on the Fury. I'm calling it the Fury for short.
Cool.
The femme fatale's Fury. I don't know, to just, to take down anything that stands in our way, I suppose.
What may that be?
Can I make an insight check on that?
Go for it.
Yeah, I was going to do the same as well. That's
Can I
alright.
try and make it like a... Can I make
Yeah, make a
deception to
deception
try
check.
and...
Yeah, I can make a deception check. Just.
Are we each
Ooh.
allowed to do this?
Sure, I'll allow it.
Damn it!
Plus 12, wow.
No, Emmyth seems a little bit more driven than usual, but nothing, you know, to be concerned about.
Well, I do hope your motivation to destroy things is not directed towards me.
Oh, it depends what you do. Just don't fuck us over too hard.
Can I do another insight check on that?
Go for it.
By the way, Merlin, I sent you a message
A massage?
with a question. No, a message.
Oh, that seems
With a question.
incorrect.
Yeah, that's... Yeah, if
Uh,
you could help when I go to Mars.
Did you read it properly?
That was copy-pasted from it.
What? I'm
Oh my God.
I'm confused.
Did you even read it properly?
Yeah,
What is this gun doing to you?
No. Astrid, read it again. Read it real carefully.
I'm trying. Sorry, I'm just sitting Merlin like deets about the gun. I'm trying. Hold on. Oh.
Yeah,
I'm a little bit silly.
you are a little bit silly.
Yeah. Okay.
While Ciaran does this insight check, I would like to be like, what exactly are you talking about?
I'm just trying to figure out if Emmyth is trying to kill me.
Sweat pouring down his face.
Like, what did I do?
Just roll with it, Ciaran. It's part of the fun.
As I'm massaging
What did you
Dante's
ask?
shoulders, his grip gets a little bit like more stiff.
Does he get hard?
Oh my god. I thought we got past this!
We will never get past this.
No!
Pastel, you underestimate our power. I'll respond to Matif. What do you mean by that?
What do you mean, what do I mean? I mean, if you have something to say, say it.
Someone's getting a bit defensive. You're alright, Matif.
You're the one that's being extremely vague about this
About
potential
what?
bad thing you're about to do.
Matif, I'm always on the verge of doing a bad thing. You
Oh.
should know this by now.
You're getting a bit crackly, Pastel.
Is that better?
It's a little bit crackly.
I think it's good. It should be okay.
Discord's being weird to me lately.
Discord can be stupid.
I've always thought as well. Pastel, are you using the right input? Like, is it using your microphone? Because I'm thinking, is it using your computer microphone or your microphone? Like your.
My computer doesn't have a microphone, so what's that?
I see.
Does I think your webcam has one. But
Yeah, webcam
that
might.
shouldn't be it either.
I'm so sorry to add to that. Is there any chance your phone is next to your microphone?
I mean, yeah, I just have it sitting there.
Yeah, maybe you want to put that on a different table, but I don't want to tell you what to do. maybe there's some interference there.
You're good.
Anyways,
I think it just sounds like. I think it might just be the cord. Honestly, it sounds like it.
Yeah, who knows?
Cords are stupid.
they are. Dude, when I first got
The
my
cords.
microphone that I'm using right now, it came with a super dodgy cord. So if I even moved my microphone slightly, it would just disconnect.
It was
So-
brand new too, right?
Yeah, it was brand new.
Exactly. You know, yeah.
It's annoying.
Cords are stupid.
Um,
Anyways, yeah, I'm totally gaslighting Matif right now. Like that's the goal. I just that.
I am-
Are you feeling okay, Matif?
I am watching M like kind of like, wait, what?
Does nobody else, and he like looks around the room, feel like,
I do believe Emmyth
I'm feeling very
Aw.
I believe
Emmyth,
Emmyth is
we're
trying to
all-
kill me.
What? Where would you gotten that impression?
You told me like a minute ago.
see, this is what happens when you don't spill it out. So just tell us.
I'm just a bit confused of what exactly you want me to say. I woke up just feeling a little bit, I don't know, giddy. It's simple. I'm not
Can
just
I
not
make
sure
an
what you're
insight
pushing
check?
for.
You guys made enough insight checks now. I won't.
Yeah.
Wait, may I share a dream that I had last night with all of you?
Yes, please. Anyone change the topic?
So, as usual, I dreamed of stars, but this dream was much different than the rest. In this dream, I saw sand falling, and what that is indicative of, I'm not entirely sure. But I also heard a soft voice in my head, and I will share the poem or the message. It's in board info if you guys haven't seen it. And as this individual talked to me, a few lines of that message stood out to me. One of them being, "Weapons made for peace impose strife." Another, "Barricades brewed hastily requires renewed might." Thy time of music is over, compassion is what comes next. And heralds battered and challenged, a world thou must now tend. Do any of those lines mean anything to you?
Well, I have an idea about the music.
What is your idea, Matif?
I feel like it's telling us not to play the instruments, to allow the gods to come back.
I did really want to talk to you all about that because I would really implore us to make a decision as soon as possible, ideally today.
I also have some stuff to add about not playing the instruments.
Really? What is it?
I can wait if Ciaran has more to say.
Oh, please, Master. I concede everything to you.
Okay.
Look who's talking, my god.
This feels great. I know now why you guys always do it.
Rowen and Emmyth, oh my god.
Yeah. So last night I left the castle.
Why?
well, I saw Koresh outside, and he called me, so I figured it was good and safe enough with him around, and we went to the coast. And I mean, this is gonna sound weird, but there was also a phoenix, and then we flew further east. And we came to a different continent on the east that isn't on any of the maps. Among other things, I found it looked a lot like the Deadlands. But on top of that, there were symbols of 3 musical instruments, as well as essentially some piles of what I can only assume would be burnt people. I think whoever was there were a lot like us, and they played the instruments and suffered for it. And yeah, not to worry anyone, but there were belongings, and they were a lot like the ones we have. Very distinct magical items. I think that's gonna happen to us if we play the instruments.
Well, now that's very ominous.
Yeah.
I would like to quickly put the back of my hand up to his forehead to see if he has a fever or not, and take it back.
This feels like a
Without
tree.
saying anything. I just feel tree.
You just feel bark, yeah.
Wow.
I know it wasn't a dream because I didn't sleep until I came home.
Master, do you know if it's possible to go there again? Maybe with
There are
Maybe
things
spaceship?
there are things I would like to see again over there, but I had to leave because I couldn't get a close look, but these dark, slimy creatures were chasing as I flew away.
Like Vutane's minions?
They weren't quite like that, and they also had strange. They screamed as they approached.
Merlin, does what he's describing sound familiar to what I saw in the microscope? Or not microscope, the telescope.
You'll have to remind me what specifically you mean by that.
The thing that is encroaching upon the edges of our universe.
Oh, that's something entirely different.
Okay. Another question, real quick, Merlin.
Mm-hmm.
Has the concept of alternate universes or timelines been studied at all?
Make a
in
Arcana
Arisen?
check. Actually, make a history check.
That is a 15.
15. People who do study that kind of stuff are kind of thrown out of the like mainstream magical community. You know, alternate timelines is a bit much. for most, either scientists or like arcanomancers. So yeah, look, yeah, like people have tried studying it, but like it's not as easy as like, it's not as easy as like, finding a book to read about it.
I do have a theory that I would like to share with all of you once I have thought about it more. If that is all right
Okay.
with that one. Very
Yeah.
well.
Hear it.
I can also add that these instruments that I saw described, it was an identical violin and cello, but the third instrument was a drum.
You think we have the wrong instruments?
Or was one of the instruments destroyed before?
I mean, if it was, then whatever premonition you had can't be of the future, right? Because that would be the past.
I don't think this is a premonition. It was very real.
Well, we're not dead, so
That is true.
I mean, somehow.
can I wait? Can I make a check to see if we're dead?
Oh my god.
Sure. Make a dead check.
Make a
Can I
dead
also
check.
Make a dead check.
Maybe an insight check? Or a
Make an
arcana
Make an
check?
arcana check.
Matif is slightly a conspiracy theorist.
All right.
Hey, he's
Straight
been
up.
right one time when he was like, "You're not real."
All right. You're not dead, Matif.
Okay, good.
However, you're as you're like thinking about it, I'm like, oh my god, am I dead? After you're like, no, I'm not dead. After you begin like following along the logic of what you think Ciaran's trying to get at, is you think that he's trying to say that this has happened before, something similar, that you might have like lived before.
Whoa.
Like this could be a loop or something. I think is what he's trying to get at. With a 14, with +4 Arcana, that's what you think he's trying to get at.
Ciaran or Dante?
Both. I
Okay.
think that's what you pick up from what they're putting down.
Wait, I'm so sorry. I know this is out of character, but following that, wouldn't that mean that every single continent has its own instruments and its own heralds who end up deciding if they break them or play them?
I'm not going to answer that question.
Oh.
Okay, so what you're saying, if I understand it correctly, is that there is a possibility that we've lived before and died?
We're like Link from Legend of Zelda.
Oh my
We get reincarnated and find our own special master swords.
And Dante. When you kind of make a similar, like, link to that in Dante's own way, not that he's read this book series called The Legend of Zelda.
The Legend of Potato.
Yeah, the
The
Potato
epic
Legend.
saga.
And you do remember that you saw two different firearms that looked nearly identical under both trees. Under the tree and under the other, a pile of dust.
Ah. Hmm. Does it look anything like Emmyth's?
Now that you're like here, make a perception check.
15.
You glance under the table at Emmyth's, where Emmyth's gun is like holstered. Looks pretty familiar to you.
Emmyth, can I get a closer look at your gun?
I'm sorry?
It's just, I think it looks very similar to the one I saw last night.
The one you saw last night.
The one in the remains.
Just to confirm. Wait, so where was the gun? It was with some like
Under a pile of
remain.
dust that was probably once a person.
Alright. Merlin.
Mm-hmm.
Can I say that I attuned to the gun last night, by the way?
Yep.
Which means I have so many slots full, so I'm gonna unattune to the Cloak of Displacement.
Oh, okay.
Because I haven't been using it anyways, by the way.
Yeah.
By accident. So, might as well. Okay. Cool, thanks. Well, here, you can see what it looks like, and I'll just take it out, like, and hold it up. But, like, I won't give it to him.
Yeah. Dante, you get a closer look at the gun, and you see that it is identical to the one that you saw last night.
Ah.
You saw two of these last night, in two different files.
Both of ashes?
Yep.
Or was one of them a corpse?
No, the closest thing to a corpse was the tree.
Yeah,
Me.
Okay.
This, this is pretty much exactly the one I saw last night. But I also saw another. So maybe your gun has a matching twin somewhere.
Would be two matching twins.
Well, yeah.
A twin?
But Morris and Emmyth could dual wield pistols.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
I have got a pistol. This is another pistol? No. Wait. Oh, because I've got it in as like a second pistol, but is it just my original pistol, like now this new one?
This is your original pistol.
Oh, okay. I'll unequip my old pistol just so I remember.
Yeah, I also don't know if you noticed this. This one doesn't misfire.
Oh, God, that's good. Cool.
Cover? I hardly know her. Sorry.
Yeah, I ask all of you a question. Another one.
Who?
All of you. There is something that I would like to ask all of you.
I'm so sorry. Before we move on from our dream sharing, I would quickly like you all to know Hal left me a message. She said something along the lines of, we gotta kill her cousins, defeat, she said. And also, we have to find an avatar that rests beneath the lakes of his gods. And we have to visit them, the gods, and piece the avatar back together. Piece him back together. I don't know what it means. Hall is very cryptic, but... but yeah, we gotta collect our decks, boys.
Like I have an answer as you may, but as Ciaran, I don't think he knows as much as you guys do.
How are we gonna find them?
I don't know what they could mean with beneath the lake of their god. Or, no, beneath the lakes of his gods. Oh, okay. Took me a second. Aha. If that is Lucy, I just wonder why he's called your avatar.
May Ciaran run back up to the library real quick and get a geography book?
Sure.
Ooh.
Any connection to the lakes of truth and justice?
I don't know if you'd know that, so I guess any collection of lakes associated with gods or higher beings.
Sure. You know that the... Let me pull up the map. You know that the Lake of Hope is named after, named in honor of, Venelin. The others, you're not sure. There's also Lake Truth, and Lake Justice, but you don't know if they're... Lake Truth, you're pretty sure, represents... Oh my god.
Lake Verity? Wait, no, you're thinking about a...
That's Pokemon. I'm pretty sure that's Sinnoh. That's one of the Sinnoh lakes.
Well,
it's on the map.
Wait, is it actually?
How dare you, that's Sinnoh. Yeah, it's in the Kingdom of Showbreak.
Oh, that got renamed.
No, that got
That's Lake
renamed.
Truth.
Yeah.
Wait, am I in the old map?
I think so.
What the? What? Whoa. Wait, what map are we looking at?
Should be Iruvian 3.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think you're looking at the colorful one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it should be like brown.
And the colorful one also doesn't have Pillager's Cove.
Ah, the one with the triangle on it.
Triangle?
Oh wait. No, that's... Oh yeah, there's Lake Truth.
That it?
Rowan's been around for a while, so things have changed.
Yeah, of course. You know, she's pretty old. She's grandma.
You young whippersnappers.
So you're not sure?
In your newfangled maps.
Your goddamn maps.
Well...
Maps in quotation marks. Sorry.
Looking at the map, it seems Lake Hope and Lake Truth might be connected to the gods of sorts. And
Which
it isn't
ones?
Lake Hope. Does Ciaran know what the gods stand for, Merlin?
You definitely know Venelin. She's pretty famous. The others, you're not sure what would represent truth or justice. You can make a religion check if you want.
May I do that too? I'm proficient.
Yeah,
in...
go for it.
Because I'm just thinking we don't want to start like communing with whatever entities are in these lakes if they're not gonna be on our side.
Well, we know that Venelin is a good aligned god, right? And Venelin and another god were missing from the Septad, choosing their avatars still. Could it have something to do with that?
So
Possibly.
the Lake Truth, Rowen, you've been around long enough, right, to know about that Lake Truth, was kind of renamed, you know, a while ago. It was called, like, something else, and it got renamed, to Lake Truth in, honor of, Lagan, god of balance and fortune.
Huh?
But there was kind of a bit of controversy around it, because he doesn't necessarily stand for truth. So there was a little bit of a hubbubaloo about that. But yeah, Lake Justice, you've got no clue. Ciaran, you dive into some old religious text, right? And you begin flicking through, and you begin finding this very strange combination of names. It seems to be, and even at the back of the books in like the appendices, it's not really sure what to make of it. There seems to be in this religious text 2 characters who are sometimes referred to as the same character and other times referred to as separate characters. One of these characters is Zavala, and the other one is Pobedital.
Ooh, that name, we heard that last episode.
Yeah. And it's a very old religious text, which, because obviously different chapters were written by different people, a bit like, to use the Bible as a kind of a reference, how different authors, all of their texts were kind of like shoved together, and there are some inconsistencies between the two. And in some texts, it has Pobedital fighting on the side of the betrayer gods, and Zavala fighting on the side of the good aligned gods. And then sometimes the 2 of them in the middle fighting on both. So you're not really sure what's going on there. It seems to be a bit confusing, but if it, you know, Zavala is kind of like called the god of justice. So you're kind of like, oh, you think that might be the case, but there is some sort of inconsistency within this text.
Interesting. I will give a short summary of that to the group. Do any of you have any thoughts about what I just shared? And to be honest, to me, it just makes me a little bit more confused. And I feel like I must learn more in order to make a better conclusion.
May I just ask, do we have a map, and are, like, what we are looking at in the map, is that also what we're looking at in character if we open up a map?
Yes, that is what you guys are all looking at.
Mm-hmm. And Ciaran, could you repeat again which god was twofold?
So the individuals in question are Zavala and Pobedital. And it is unsure of what their identities or alliances are. Sometimes they are separate, sometimes they are fighting together. It is unsure, depending on the translation or book that it is read from.
Are you saying fighting together or fighting each other?
I believe it is both at the same time, depending on which story is read.
Okay. What do they stand for again? If you would remind me, I'm so sorry.
Palettotal is a name.
So just to, I'll speak through Ciaran for a sec.
Yeah. This is not a test.
Zavala is like the god of justice. Whereas Palettotal in his stories is more like the divine right to rule. He does less fighting and more like basically telling a nation who's gonna rule for them. And more often than not, it's someone tyrannical. And, you know, not good aligned. So it's like this... Yeah, it's this, like, deity of divine, like, rulership. And also, like, it appears... Wherever Palettotal appears, war follows. Basically. In some stories, him and Zavala are the same character. In others, they're separate. In some, they fight each other. In some, they fight together. So it's a very confusing... The stories aren't lining up, basically, with a consistent theme for whether this is the same individual or different.
Maybe we could get more information if we go to Lake of Hope first.
That sounds good, yeah. Wait, do we know now that we need to look for Lake Hope and Lake Justice? Am I...
That is, I will allow you guys to, like, come to that conclusion. If you're looking for, like, Avatar, it can't be Lake Truth, because Lagan's already spoken for. The other two don't have avatars yet. So, you assume it must be them. Like, there's no other lakes. Like, well, at least none of note.
Yeah. Okay. So, whoever their avatar is, they have chosen someone who is apparently split underneath their lakes. So, I guess the question is, what do you guys want to do first? Do you want to kill the evil sisters, break the instruments, or reassemble two gods avatar first?
Do we really want to break the instruments? Like...
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. I somehow have decided in my mind that I will break them. So sorry. I'm just waiting for you all to make the same decision as I did.
Well,
That's
I'm
right.
thinking, like, keeping our options open should be, like...
I guess so, but there is your friend in the Diplomatica suffering, trying to keep these portals together, who will break apart eventually anyway. And I don't... That red sky... it feels like we should do something about it.
But do we know that's because of the instruments? Like... I just don't feel like giving up one of our options when the time comes. Like, what if what Dante saw was us trying to fight the gods and not playing the instruments? Like, what if...
The thing is, not playing the instruments, if we actually were there and died there, we did not break the instruments. They were intact. So, whatever
So you think
there,
the way about not feeling that, let's call it a prophecy just for now, because all the other stuff, it hurts my brain. Like, you think the way to get out of that is to break them?
It would be an option for me. All I know is that in that strange land, the music instruments survived and we did not. I would really like it to be the other way around.
But that doesn't mean we have to break them. I feel like you've come to this conclusion that there's one or the other, but there's a third option, right? It's just keeping the instruments just in case. Like, it doesn't mean we play them, right? That's a choice we make probably when it happens. when we get closer to the cataclysmic event where we would have to, right? Like,
Yes. I look around at the team. I will not force anybody's hand, and I will not ask you to decide today, but I do feel strongly about not playing these instruments, and I will try to stop whoever tries to play them.
Very well. That sounds like a very good. And then Kim will just kind of like look the other way. In his mind is like Emmyth and now Rowen.
I'm not. Listen.
you said it in no uncertain terms that you'd go after us.
I said I will stop whoever is trying to create another scar on our world. Because I've seen what the Deadlands look like. And Dante has seen an entire continent like that.
So, hold on. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No,
you keep
Go
going.
ahead. I was done.
No. Just because you guys know I'm good at the stabby thing, I'm not good at the talky thing. Well, I am, but not. Just all this lore stuff. All this. So, can I get a simple what happens if we play the instruments, and then what happens if we don't?
When we play the instruments, it's going to destroy a part of our world, right? Like what we saw in
The Deadlands.
whatever it's called. Thank you. And if we don't, all of the gods come back.
Actually, the gods will not come back because the divine gate will be closed, but the planes will be open to other beings, so their minions might come in.
And we do or we don't want the gods to come back?
We don't.
Because then they're just gonna fuck us over, correct?
Like, never mind.
No, I'm just not good at following all these.
It's
all
okay.
this
None of us
stuff.
are certain of what we are saying. We don't know. I am simply pulling my own conclusions from what I've heard and seen.
Master.
Matif,
Sorry.
real quick.
Yeah.
You think back as all these things are being thrown around. You remember back to what Yuvian said to you.
Okay.
Do you want me to send you what she sent, or did I send you that?
Yeah, it's in the chat. Okay, was she the first part or the second?
She was first part.
Mm-hmm.
Remember back and remembering the instructions she gave you. This isn't me doing anything. This is just because of the conversation. In trusting in what comes next and trusting in your friends. And also tying your hearing, also Yuvian saying, you will need to free the new avatar unbound by Oath of Origin, which seems to be tying up to what Rowen heard. Oh, sorry, what? My god, I'm forgetting. So many people.
That was the avatar thing. That's
Yes, yes. To what Rowan's saying.
I will relay the second part to the group, not the trusting your friends part.
Okay. Classic motif.
Oh, ironic. Also, literally after he just had an argument with Rowen about that. Master,
Yeah.
would it be possible for you to take us back to the Diplomatica?
I could probably do that. Yeah.
Yes, I do think that it would be a good idea to see what might be there and like hope. And while we are there, we can check up on your old ally, Gustin.
Yeah. Seems like a good idea. I could take us to the Sun Tree in the Diplomatica.
I do believe that the hot springs were closer to Gustin, if I remember correctly.
Probably true. Yeah.
Mhm.
And quite
Because I do believe that, we may be able to debate this all day, but I do believe it might be more productive to see for ourselves.
Hmm.
Does everyone agree to go to the Diplomatica?
That's where Lake Hope is, right?
That is correct.
I am absolutely down for that.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Okay.
Question: is still Noah still in the Diplomatica?
Is Huan still in the Diplomatica?
Princess M's not Mama.
No. She left. She went through a portal. She's on another plane.
she,
As far as you guys
Okay.
are aware, she's not on plane right now.
She's on another plane.
Oh, bitch.
she's a material girl.
Material plane.
Okay.
Is there any other preparations one must make before we leave?
Oh my god, yes, what I've been thinking about this entire time. I'm so sorry. Is there
my
any way
God.
that I could have invited Sycamore in yesterday? Because I kind of left him out there in winter. I don't know if he's like,
You didn't find him after the battle.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah.
he probably teleported back, right?
Yeah, you ask around. Apparently he went into the city, to go
no.
partying and reveling. And knowing your dad, he's probably still partying and reveling.
Probably. I'll let the people around know that he can head up to the castle above the Stolica if he needs to.
Cool. You tell your servants that a 9-foot-tall demon man will be coming
Yeah.
by. Yeah.
They might be scared if he comes by unannounced.
Okay.
Big, tall, probably doesn't wear a shirt even though it's snowing. Kind of looks like me but big. Don't be scared. He's just drunk.
All of them say, "Wait, you're not big? So you're like 6 foot something."
I'm not 3 meters high. No.
They all look up at you. These like 5'2" human women.
Aw.
And the housekeeper he's like barely scratching 5 foot. You think there might be halfling blood in him somewhere. And he's like looking up.
I suppressed the urge of hunkering down.
Cool.
But yeah, that's all. I just needed to let them know that.
Cool. Dante, you're going to cast transport via plants?
Yep.
All right. I'm guessing to your normal tree where you were almost like eaten by Vutane the first time?
Yeah.
That was in
Well, that wasn't here, no.
that was in a different place.
I'm meaning to.
Limousine was in Markovia.
Oh yes, that's true. Sorry, wrong tree. Yeah, to the one in the forests outside of Diplomatica, outside of Hoshanko.
Oh,
Can we
not
go to the,
Well,
the bamboo?
We go to the bamboo wall inside the hot springs.
Okay, cool. Yeah, sure. All right. You create the thing. My God. Create the portal. You guys step through, emerge on 3 diplomats inside the hot spring. Who have rented out the main room for privacy. They're 3 saggy old men. 3 old like human, half elven, half-orc.
I cover M's eyes immediately.
They're in their like early 70s. And look, oh my God, what is happening right now? Why are you emerging in our back? This was supposed to be secret. Yeah, you guys open the door, leave.
Yes.
So you guys make your way into the main area of the hot spring, into the entryway, and you hear, "Oh my God, is that Emmyth? Why are you inside the hot spring?" And you see Matilda walk in her bikini. It's a different bikini this time. It's like white.
That's all she owns.
Yeah, well, she runs a hot spring. You gotta sell.
Girl boss.
It's white, a little bit sheer, a little bit too revealing. From a working standard. But if it sells, it sells. She comes in, gives you a big hug, Emmyth. Oh my God, do you need anything? Like, are you guys good?
Oh, hi, darling. I believe we should be fine. It's wonderful to see you again, of course.
You still don't have the
things going
hot
good?
one. Where'd he go? Is he coming back soon? Sorry, did you guys like break up? And she like behind her back very non-deceptively like crosses her fingers for you to say yes.
I'll probably see her do it and just be like, he got into some trouble. So
That's a shame. I do like a bad boy though. Anyways, if you guys need a room, you've always got some hot springs here. Oh, I've got some more people coming. Can you guys like go? You're like hogging the space.
May I quickly ask you a question?
Yeah, of course. Oh, a little bit. I don't see a lot of green out this way. It's nice to see you.
Oh my God.
Yes, hello. Nice to see you as well.
What was that? Sorry.
Yes, nice to see you as well. I have not met another half-orc in a while.
Yeah, we're kind of few and far between, and she like, runs her hand along like your shoulder.
Is there something on my shoulder? Thank you.
Yeah, it's just a bit of lint. Don't worry about it. Matif just sees.
Do you know?
Yeah, I hold him back by his mid.
I think it's also like a part of it is like, hey, she said the hot one. Now she's fucking coming on to what? Am I chopped liver over here?
She can sense gay. She knows.
oh my God, no.
Do you know how to get to Lake Hope from here?
Yeah, just like go south. Yeah, they've got like little like duck like boats that you can like paddle in. Pretty cute.
Very well. Well, thank you very much. I don't believe I caught your name.
Yeah, my name's Matilda. She like touches your arm again.
Matilda. I will take the arm that she's using to touch me and give her like a really awkward handshake.
Sure. Like a right hand handshake where it's like really awkward, where you're like, oh, right arm, left arm, and it's like you grab the back of her hand and like shaking it.
Exactly.
She looks and she's like, oh, he's a nerdy boy. Not my type. Anyways, I'll see you guys around.
See you later.
Love you, girl.
Love you too, babe.
No,
Genuinely, kind of joking, Matif will go, nice handshake, bud.
She glares at you. Yeah, Matilda can detect fruity, so she knows. She sees competition, Matif. She knows. Cool. You guys make your way out. Into the Hushanko Day. Wait, have I named it? Wait, it is Hushanko, right? Yes. Liu Pai. Fuck, wrong one. Hushanko is what it used to be called. Liu Pai. What the fuck am I saying? Liu Pai. I haven't called it Hushanko in forever. Oh my lord, that was the old name. Oh my god. All right, Liu Pai. You guys are in Liu Pai. Liu Pai. Okay. You guys walk into the. It's a little bit overcast. It's not raining. But it's a little bit chilly day. The streets are, not particularly filled. And you guys do remember that Guston was right outside of like where the hot spring was, basically. And you look around and you don't see like any police officers or anything. It seems pretty deserted, honestly.
No weird glow either.
Nope. Portal seems to be gone.
That is strange. And it did not seem like your friend Matilda had any sort of news regarding that, so can we assume that everything went well here?
As you guys are standing there in the, the main section of the city, the Parliament building is right across from you guys. You see, as you guys are like, standing there, checking out, making sure Guston's not there, suffering. All of you see a teleportation circle appear on the ground right in front of the Parliament building. That flashes blue. Sorry.
Oh no, continue. Sorry.
And you see several dwarven folk appear. Different to the dwarves you've seen previously. The dwarves you saw the other day were, glorious red hair and beards. These ones, very pale skin. These ones seem to have extremely dark, almost like stony colored skin, very dark hair. They're wearing furs. People who's proficient with like history.
I have a +9.
That'll do.
Absolutely not.
That'll do.
Those nerdy stats.
You know that these are the these are the northern dwarves. Not the as in not the. So there's the north and south dwarves, and then there's the north dwarves, the dwarfs of Guyana. These are the these are the ones from Indus Val. So very far to the north. The ones that have created a little they've created their civilization with Earth Genasi, which is why they have much darker skin tones.
But they're not the Valkai.
No, they're not those ones. No.
Okay.
They split off. Long time ago, before the north and south were even separated. They went, and left. And they walk their way up into the Parliament building.
Were they armed or?
They teleport
they were
in.
there for a battle.
They didn't look like they raring to go for a battle, but they did, teleport in with a guard. They didn't come in like unarmed. All of them look extremely weary and tired.
Oh, it looks like Guston may be busy with some guests. Shall we head over to Lake Hope and maybe visit Guston afterwards?
Guston doesn't work in the Parliament building. He works at the college. The others.
That is correct.
I wonder what's going on.
Yeah. Do we have anyone to ask in the Parliament if we miss this?
You could go ask the president. But I'm pretty sure, didn't you guys flee the city twice?
Yes.
I didn't. No,
Yeah.
wait, I did.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you
Right?
did.
Don't worry about
Oh
it.
wait, I'm a prisoner here. Oh shit!
Mhm.
I put my pirate patch back on.
Okay.
Yeah, Xandros is probably still looking for us too, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe before we get held up from Lake Hope, let's go there first, is what I would.
Okay.
I'm sure this is important, but this is a god matter.
You guys going to Lake Hope first?
I would, yeah.
Yeah, I also feel like this is something we could learn about, like, in the newspaper, like whatever is going on.
Cool.
In the Parliament building.
Sure.
Otherwise, M could just scry on them.
Sure. And would you like to scry on someone?
Can certainly scry on someone.
Who did you want to scry on?
Your mom. I'm sorry. No. I didn't say nothing.
Gustin, I'm guessing?
Why? Yes, let's have a little scry on the boy.
You start scrying. Let me look at the wording real quick.
Is this not illegal? To
Scrying?
scry on a government meeting like this?
Once again, he doesn't work in the Parliament.
And we are wanted criminals already.
Yeah,
I
you're
don't
wanted
know.
criminals already.
Okay.
Okay. So, you focus on Gustin. And you know for a fact, you know him very well, so this makes the scrying easier. You begin the scrying, you cast the spell, and it can't find a target.
Oh.
I can't find him. He's just not there. He's
Matif?
um
Matif.
There's no need to panic. It could be that he was sucked into the portal and is fine and well on the other side.
Matif.
I mean, it's a matter of a different plane, right? If I can't get through to them.
Matif, with your passive perception, you hear music being played in a direction, out from the middle, towards where the college is.
Yeah, I think we should go see for ourselves, and I'll like look at the college and kind of nudge my like.
Not to be frank, but I do believe he's probably dead.
Well, the trying not to be frank just failed. Wanna...
Oh, fucking Christ, Ciaran.
Keeping our safety in mind, I'm not sure if that's the place where we should be. And I do believe we can always pay our respects at any time. But creating commotion at whatever it may be might not be the best idea.
Well, something's happening over there, and Fuck, I lost all the words I was gonna say. I'd like to go check it out.
Okay. So are you guys going over?
I will follow Matif.
Alright. Teeth leads. You guys head over towards
The college and the
college and the
yeah.
sound. And as you guys get as you guys get closer and closer, you begin to hear the sounds of a funeral dirge, of haunting music flowing down through the city, through its walls, echoes a little bit from the walls. As you guys get closer, you guys can see huge crowds. Hundreds, thousands of people are surrounding the city as you see a woman sitting at the piano where you guys had seen Gustin play previously. The last time you're in, not the last time you're in the city, but the time before that. And you see a woman. They're all clothed all in black, a veil over her face, and a small child in a little two-piece suit, playing an eensy little violin. You're not sure if they're his family or someone else, but they seem to be doing that. And just to the side of that, where there seems to be a little field next to a statue that had been erected after the death of Sir Robert the Bold, is a slightly smaller statue of Gustin. Master and student stood side by side once again.
Well, I think that gives us our answer. Matif's gonna say pretty solemn.
And as you guys are, stood there at the very edge of the crowd looking up towards the college, you see, there's a little gnomish kind of like paper boy handing out these newspapers. And you see, as you guys get given one, the front page article, and actually the only article that spreads across the entire newspaper, is a biography of Gustin's life. At the end are stories from loved ones and friends, and at the very front it says, sorry, I need to find his full name. Oh my god, I can't remember it. I believe it's Gustin Freehold. Gustin Freehold, hero of Liu Pai. He held closed a portal from another plane, from a demonic plane, by himself, using his own life force as magic fuel, for, I believe, was almost a month straight. And the paper labels him as the greatest hero the city has ever known. You guys watching this ceremony, and after a while, the entire college begins to join in with their various instruments. You begin to hear drums, violins, cellos, flutes. You hear one electric guitar right at the back. And the ceremony begins to go on. As for famously, he's being, rewarded, would be a word, of a week's worth of mourning, the same they do for if a head of state dies while in office. So
I'm gonna look over to the person next to me who just happens to be Rowen. Sorry, I'm taking over your character for plot.
Go ahead.
And I'm gonna kind of sad whisper, like almost not to you. Do you think we did this?
I'm not entirely sure, but I certainly feel responsible for this.
And Matif is gonna shed like 2 or 3 tears.
Hmm.
And I
So I'm gonna
think
kind of take his head into a hug from the side.
so. As you all hold each other and mourn the death of a friend, however shortly you may have known him, I think that's where we're going to end tonight. What a great game,
Yeah.
guys. Very sad at the end
What
there.
a session.
What's with you killing all these big side characters today?
'Cause I want you guys to feel. It's not your fault, by the way. Like, the planes were opening regardless of you guys. You could have, if you played the instruments, you could have saved him, but then you would have destined so many more people to death. So, yeah.
Oh, you know what I just realized?
What?
So, that continent that Dante went to that's not on any maps, I bet it has no people on it, and that's why we chose it. By the way, I have a theory that we chose it twice, where Emmyth's gun isn't a twin, it's that we've been there twice and made the same decision. But that's my own.
Can I give you guys a little bit of out of game lore and what my kind of thing is for this place, right?
Yeah.
In character, you guys don't know any of this, and I'm gonna give this to the viewers just for a little bit of spice. I've got a little bit of a time loop situation happening here, but it's not necessarily you guys that are heading the
There's only
charge
one
each
tree.
time. Yeah, you guys were only involved once. Emmyth has been involved twice prior to this, and there was another group before that. So I'm just gonna break it. Emmyth,
What? Yeah,
remember orbs?
bro. What?
What was in the second pile, Emmyth?
Okay, Astrid doesn't remember.
I'll read it to you, and I
Okay.
want to watch Astrid's mind break here. All right. It's a small pebble elemental, its eyes closed. A silver rapier or a silver blade encrusted with runes, a beautiful flute, and a small club and a sickle. And a gun.
Oof.
Yep. I'm
Did you
tying
just
it.
cross timelines?
I did just cross timelines with my previous campaigns I've run in Iruvium before. Everything's canon, guys. Let's
Holy
go.
fucking shit.
I was wondering because I've never heard of a little stone elemental before.
Nope.
I was like, what?
That's previous
I have
campaign.
art for that actually.
Yeah. His name is literally Pebble, I think. What's his name?
Yeah, Pebble was the elemental's name. Oh my fucking god.
Yes, I'm self-crossing my own campaigns. Campaign cest.
Wild. Campaign cest. Sorry, say that. Look.
Yep. And there was a previous timeline where you guys were involved. Previous to this one.
Yeah, that was my out of character theory.
Yeah.
I don't know if Matif knows that yet.
Yeah, that's cool. I've been holding that in. I was like, oh, I need to tell them. I need to talk about it or I'm gonna die. I'm just a genius and I want everyone to know it. There we are. Yeah, but Gustin's dead. Which, hey, it hurts me to kill Gustin more. I played him as
Are
a
you
character.
fucking
He's my
kidding?
player
I'm
character.
so upset you killed Gustin. I will admit, like, oh my god, it was terrible. I had just a bunch of like fantasy music playing in the background, and it got to like a really depressing like fanfare the second you started saying that there was like you hear like the funeral music kick in, and I actually did tear up.
And I'm very, very sad that Gustin is gone.
Well, to be fair, using
ha-
your
you
own
Get
life
the
force.
emotions rolling.
To be fair, using your own life force to close a portal for a month straight.
Are you kidding me? That is unbelievable.
Yeah.
He is just wow.
Yep.
Just
We
wow.
wouldn't even have had to like play or not play the instruments. We could have just told him, "Hey, get down there. We'll kill those demon hordes for you." Because now the portal is open, gone, vanished into thin air.
Yep. And isn't it strange how where out of character there is a second portal that opened in Guyana, and all of a sudden they're sending diplomats out? Weird. Same
Well,
day.
I'll be honest. Pastel's not smart enough to figure out what you're talking about.
Yeah, what is Guyana?
Guardians.
Oh.
It's pretty fucking sauce,
Oh,
dude.
come on, dude. Do I have to rewatch Guardians again?
You don't need to rewatch it. Basically, I'll summarize Guardians for you guys. Portals began opening up in Guyana, which is the nation far to the north where these dwarves live. That's what the Guardians were doing. They were like figuring out what the fuck was happening there. One opened up outside the city, which started pouring out with demons, and they closed the city off with a giant magical dome. But they couldn't travel inside or outside of the dome using magic, which means they've dropped the dome if they're sending people out. Which means that portal's probably closed too. Which
Barricades
means
Brooked Hasley requires new might. Because Gustin died? Was that a Gustin dies prophecy?
yeah, some stuff for you to sleep on.
Oh, great. You know, we killed a god last episode, and I thought this was gonna be a super relaxing episode of reaping the benefits of our labor.
I wonder
and you
if
killed
that's
two
why.
characters.
I wonder if that's why all the portals closed, because you killed a god. Weird. Something to think on. So anyways, that's just a theory. A game theory. Thank you for guiding the raid, Kiri. So, before we go, let's hashtag plug ourselves. Let's start back to front. Astrid.
Hi guys, I'm Astrid Arcana, and I stream here on Twitch, mainly RPGs, of the sort, like Fallout, which I play a lot of. Carrie, and yeah, I've been on like a mini hiatus, but you can guarantee I will always be here, every week. And I'm very excited to be here. I also make a bunch of art, and that's all over on my Instagram and Twitter. And yeah, that's me.
Awesome. Yume.
Everyone. Sorry, I just yawned.
Wow, you saying my story's boring? Wow, rude.
Hi. I've been working on a lot of stuff. One of the things is my book is currently being sold by the company that I published it from, but it's also under review for distributors like Amazon and Barnes & Noble. So I'm waiting until they go through their process to do that. I'm also writing the second book as we speak. In addition to that, I'm also creating some comedy/side shows for VTT. And yeah, today's episode was interesting to say the least. A lot of theories. I was thinking back on Lucy's memories of Gustin, where Gustin, first of all, helped him get out of jail for the first time. They also had a lot of talks about hope and the College of Hope and what it means to like be a bard. Funnily enough, they've also kissed.
Have they? When did they kiss?
Yeah.
They did.
It was super early.
Oh wow.
It was when Matif, Dante, and Lucy were drinking together.
Oh yeah.
and it was like some type of dare.
Yeah, it was
And
true to
then-
dare.
Was that the second time he's ever kissed anyone?
I think so, actually.
Oh my
Yeah.
That's rough, buddy.
I think it was Eve, and then Gustin, and then Emmyth was like the third one. So yeah, that's Lucy's memories of Gustin. I'm sure if he was here, he'd miss him as well. But I am Ciaran, who doesn't really know this guy. But yeah, I'm excited for the next game. Also, another thing, I've been preparing for the one shot, which will most likely happen tomorrow. The time to be decided. But please look forward to that. I'm so excited for everyone and myself. So yeah, a very long plug yourself, but it had to be done.
Cool. Reza, I forgot your name for a second there. Not gonna lie.
Hi, I am Rowen. I stream here on Twitch. I want to leave, so I'm sad. And yeah, I think I have to draw some stuff to get my feelings out now. So please take it away, Windy.
Well, then I will have to do that. I'm WyndhamVossler. I play video games, lots of them, all of them. Right now, just from 2009. It's cool. It's also pain. That's all I have.
Amazing. Pastel.
Hi, I'm PastelTheSnake on both Twitch and Twitter. I am streaming a bunch of different games this week or next week, so check that out. Maybe a mini makers. I'll have to talk about that in a second. And then on Thursdays on my channel, we play a game called Wildheart, which is a magical girl TTRPG. At 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time.
Cool. And hello, I'm your humble dungeon wizard, Merlin the Magister. I enjoy making my players feel pain and confusion. I play Apex on my personal channel, maybe some other stuff. I do mini makers on Monday, and yeah, I think that's it. Apart from that, I don't think we have any other announcements. We have been VTuber Tabletop, and we will see you on the other side. Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Hi, everybody.
Bye.